What can I say except the Disness is back once again. Thank you for joining us once again here on the Disness. If this isn't your first time, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome in for a night of shenanigans and talking about Moana this week on the show.
Moana.
It's been a little bit since we talked about a Disney princess movie, I feel like. We've only talked about a handful on the show so far.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that's like really sticking out in my head is The Little Mermaid, but I feel like we've done more than just that.
We haven't done that many.
Yeah, we haven't done that many. I've been kind of reserving them.
If you count Jasmine.
I don't know if I would call that a Disney princess movie. I think it's a movie that features a Disney princess more than anything.
Fair.
But yes, folks.
And Frozen.
And Frozen. Good point.
Yeah.
We did talk about Frozen. And Frozen 2 as well. So
And
you can
Frozen
go
2.
back through our catalog and check those episodes out after listening to this one. But yes, folks, my name is Jordan Bass, here to host the Disness as always. And as always, I'm joined by my co-hosts. First up, he loves his root beer. It's Smalltown Dalton Endicott.
I do love root beer.
Do you know who says it like that?
No.
MGK.
Oh yeah,
watching
no,
that
I did.
video.
I did know that. Yeah,
I was watching that video earlier today,
Root
and I was
beer.
like, "This is perfect." I'm gonna use that to introduce Smalltown. He
Yeah.
pronounces it like that. Root
Root
beer.
beer.
Yeah, root
I
beer.
feel like you have to try to pronounce it root beer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
My friends used to always give me shit because they thought I pronounced like the roof of a house. For some reason, I guess I didn't put enough emphasis on the ooh
Roof.
part. Yeah, so they used to always say, "Oh, you say rough." It's like I don't say rough. I say
What?
like maybe roof. You
I say
know?
roof.
Roof.
Say
Yeah.
Roof.
They'd always
Roof.
give me shit and be like, "Oh, George's always called it the rough."
Bro.
I'm like, I don't call it the rough.
Yeah, that's
Smalltown.
extra.
How you doing tonight?
Chilling.
Chilling like a villain.
Chilling like a villain.
Hell yeah. And also joining us, as always, bring it! What? She right here. She's not going anywhere. It's Kaylee Foot.
You really gonna introduce me with some DMX?
Hell yeah, I'm going to introduce you with some DMX.
All right.
Stop.
Drop.
Shut them down. Open up shop.
Whoa. Whoa. That's how the business rolls.
That too.
Good one.
Me and Kaylee always shout that song when we leave the Royals game out in the
Mhm.
parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Just
scream at the
specifically
top of
the
our
chorus.
lungs.
Yeah,
Not
of course.
We're not out there shouting all the verses and everything. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
DMX is one of the when like singing in the car doing like DMX I never do karaoke for because his flow is incredibly hard to follow, to keep up with.
Like that's it's
It's like
very
trying
weird.
to it's honestly just slightly easier than trying to follow like Mystical's flow, which is just so erratic and all over the place.
Or like E40.
Yeah, E40, yes, he is very like
He's
'cause-
very different.
well, yeah, he is very different. Well, he'll go like super fast and then take it step back a little
Mhm.
bit and then go super fast, and then he uses like such crazy random
Yeah.
words. His
Like he be rhyming
vocabulary
shit
is
with
insane.
rudimentary.
Yeah.
You're
I
like,
love me
what?
some E40. He's
Yeah.
in my top 3 favorite rappers of all time. Do you know who my top 3 is, Smalltown?
All right. No, I can't imagine after you said E40 is in your top 3.
I'm sure you
Literally.
could guess at least one of them.
Your favorite rappers?
Yes.
That's hard because you fucking listen to everything.
Right.
So there's nobody that's ever stuck out like this is a guy you listen to all the
Sure.
time. Don't you like Too Short a lot?
I do love Too Short. He's in my top 5. Not quite top 3. So my top 3 is E40, DMX, and Ice-T. I thought you were going to guess Ice-T.
No, he doesn't even register as a rapper to me.
Well, he kind of switched his whole career once he started Body Count, like the
Mm.
rock group and everything.
I didn't know he did that
Oh,
either.
you didn't know that?
No.
That's been a thing for years.
I know him from fucking NCIS or whatever the fuck.
Law and Order.
Law and Order. There you
That's
go.
so funny.
Dun dun.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, folks, we're talking about Moana this week on this show. I hope you watched it before joining us here. If you didn't, go do that real quick. But I mean, if
Yeah.
you've already seen it, I suppose it'd be rather
True.
easy for you to follow along.
I watched this movie a lot, so I like remembered everything that was about to happen. So if you were like me, you don't need to rewatch it.
It's true. Yeah. And I feel like this is a film where like all the big moments really stick out to where like you can't really like be watching it if you've seen it multiple times and be like, oh, I forgot this happened.
Yeah.
You know?
There's literally nothing in this movie that you could be like, oh fuck, I forgot.
No, literally.
Right? It just speaks to how memorable it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, folks, we are drinking a drink this week on the show, as we typically do. That is a
Yippee.
Disness regular thing. The Disness staple. There we go. That's,
yeah.
that was like, there's a word for
A
that.
regular thing that we most of the time do, and by most of the time I mean all of the time.
Literally every week in the
every
history
single
of the Disness,
episode.
we have a
Sometimes more than one.
cocktail. We get fuzzucked up here on the Disness.
Yeah.
And we're drinking a drink this week that I'm calling the Heart of Tafiti. Ooh, huh?
Cute. 'Cause
It
it's
has,
green.
Yeah, it is green. Okay, so initially, well, I'll save this, but the ingredients are Malibu coconut rum, melon liqueur, mango syrup, and pineapple juice. So I put it in order of the rum. I basically put it in reverse order of what I just read it. And once I got the mango syrup and the pineapple juice in it, that green color started to dissipate.
Mm-hmm.
So I did if you're into measurements, like if you're gonna hopefully make this and drink this along with us,
Dude, if you're into measurements, just any rulers, measuring cups, scales, whatever.
What's that one shit that like
A tape measure?
Yeah, tape measure.
basically, if you're autistic,
the construction and fraction form.
no. So I did an ounce and a half of the rum, Smalltown's favorite, by the way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I initially did an ounce of the melon liqueur, an ounce of the mango syrup, and then I just topped it off with pineapple juice. So once I got all the ingredients in, I was like, oh, this is not very green at all, like I thought it was going to be. So I did end up doing about an ounce and a half of the melon liqueur.
Oh, fuck.
I added another half ounce of that. I know, because Kaylee earlier was like, oh, I hope it's lighter on the melon. And no, it is not lighter.
I'm just not a big melon girl. Smalltown is.
I liked it when I took a sip of it. I was like, oh, this
I'm
works
a
pretty
melon
well.
girl?
Yeah, Smalltown's a melon girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a melon girl.
Oh, wait, real quick, before we move on, did you know melons are berries? Does that?
No, but whoever says that's a fucking piece of shit.
I was going to say, does that not just
Damn.
piss you the fuck
No,
off?
Melons are melons.
Yeah, I hate
Period.
that.
They're their own thing.
They
There's
really got to
enough
make
melons
it
for
so
melons to be a
complicated.
thing.
Yes,
There's
exactly. Yeah. Which I'm a big melon guy, by the way. I love honeydew. I love cantaloupe, and especially love watermelon. Watermelon's the goat. Like
Mhm.
probably the best fruit there is. When people say, and I know people's taste buds are different. I'm fully aware of that. I know not everyone's going to like the same thing. It's one thing to say like, I'm not too fond of watermelon, and another thing to say, I hate watermelon. I'm like, how do you
That's
hate
crazy.
watermelon?
You don't,
I
you just-
maybe like watermelon flavored things, like the artificial
way different.
watermelon, but real watermelon, I feel like I've never heard anybody say they hate it.
Oh, I have, and I'm just so mind-boggled.
Crazy.
Like, it literally just tastes like water with like a little bit of like slight flavoring to it, just like a sweetness.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. No,
It's so
watermelon's
fucking
good.
refreshing.
Yes.
A few
Salt
weeks.
on it.
Or
You know,
tahini.
my grandpa always did that, and I was like, oh, I don't love it. It's one of those things I don't hate or love. Like, I would never do it myself, but if someone handed me a piece of salted watermelon, I'll still eat it.
Yeah.
Now, salted watermelon, like, flavored things, I've had, like,
Delicious.
some salted watermelon, like, seltzers. I can't remember which
I've
brand.
never even heard of that.
Fucking good,
I
dude.
bet.
I've had a mixed drink with that too. They
Yeah.
like salted the rim and
Oh,
it's like a watermelon
nice.
drink.
Oh, I've had So I've
That
had
was
strawberry.
good.
I mean, a watermelon margarita with salt on the rim. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Okay. But a few weeks ago, we were at a friend's welcome, Big Green. I don't know if you could hear that. My
Walk
dad
in with
just
some
walked in
boozy.
playing music.
A little boozy.
Big Green, thanks for being here.
Yo.
Is that Lil Boosie?
It's a badass. Boozy badass.
Hell yeah. But a few weeks ago, we went to our friend's birthday party, and they had a whole half of a or it was our friend's daughter's birthday party, but they had a whole half of a watermelon left. She was like, please take the rest of the watermelon. We don't need all of that. So we took a whole half of watermelon home, and I hate cutting watermelon. So we just grabbed forks and just ate out of the
Spoons.
what's the rind? What is that
You
called?
just ate out of it, yeah.
And we literally like killed it.
We ate
That's
the
not-
entire half of the watermelon
That's not
that
a
night.
bad way to eat watermelon.
Right?
No,
No, it worked. It made it a lot easier.
I had to take a knife at one point and start like cutting into it and like making actual little bricks because like with all the juice and everything, like we were losing the
Dude,
watermelon
I'll
real
eat
quick.
into the white part too.
Really?
I like that part. It's like bitter.
Yeah,
I like.
I just find it flavorless.
Mm.
I like it.
It has a little bit of
when
a
I was
bitter-
like in 5th grade, they would be like, it's like it works like Viagra.
What the hell?
That's such a weird thing to
Fifth
say in
grade?
5th grade.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew what Viagra was in 5th grade.
No.
Yeah.
I
That's
remember
crazy.
I remember freshman year, somehow like masturbating came up into the conversation, and my friend, who's not my friend anymore, but still I will not name him just for the sake of not outing him like this. But he was like, "What are you guys talking about?" And we're like, like jerking your dick. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. He had not discovered masturbating yet.
No way.
We were
Changed
freshmen in
his
high school.
Fucking.
He went home that night and he's like, "All right,
What
try this,
the
I guess."
fuck?
And then he came out to
Mom!
school the next day. Oh my god. Like Quagmire when he discovered the internet.
Which I won't get into details, but when I accidentally discovered it, I was scared.
Oh, terrifying. I think every guy is the first time it happens, you're like,
What the fuck is this?
oh, fuck. Oh,
Do I need to go
Hilarious.
to the hospital?
It's gross.
It is a little bit gross, but
It is. That's why I was like, I won't get into specific details.
we all
Please
used to be it.
Yeah, true.
That's how
Except
we
for me, 'cause
started.
I don't have a dick.
No, you started as it.
True. True.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, Smalltown, have you had a chance to try the drink yet?
No, we haven't got to that yet.
Well, let's do that
I'll
real
try it
quick. I
together.
tried a sip of it and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. I kind of like it. It's got the melon comes through pretty nice, but also so does the pineapple.
That's pretty
It's
good.
very sweet. I
It's got
will
a
say.
lot of, there's a lot of pineapple flavor too.
I think it's almost a little too sweet.
It is very.
It is very,
sweet.
very sweet.
I'd say it's one of our top sweetest drinks
Yeah.
here on the
It
Disness.
might be the sweetest drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Is
it
there even
too
any liquor?
sweet? Yeah. There's an ounce and a half of Malibu, and then an ounce and a half of melon liqueur. So
And an ounce and a half of melon liqueur.
that's what I just said.
I thought you said mango. I'm sorry. What's the orange shit?
That's mango
That's the
syrup.
mango.
It
It's
has
just
syrup. It
syrup.
doesn't have any
Okay.
alcohol in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew, that shit's sweet.
It's very sweet.
I'm gonna get a headache.
Yeah, no, I could not have more than one. It does taste good though. I think.
Yes, the flavor is nice, and it's not too melony like I was very scared of.
But once again, I feel like when it comes down to the end of the year and the drink of the year, best drink of the year and worst drink of the year tournaments, I think this is another one, just like last episode, that's probably just not going to make it into either side.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Because it's not inherently bad, but it's not
No.
one of the best ones we've had.
No, definitely not.
But I mean, it's drinkable.
I hate pineapple juice.
Yeah, and
Oh,
this
fuck.
has two of your least favorite things in it. You're not a rum guy,
Yeah.
and you don't care for pineapple juice.
Those two go together constantly.
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually a big rum and pineapple guy. Like,
Really?
whenever it's probably one of my top 3 go-to drinks.
I don't understand because I like pineapples. Like I like eating pineapple,
Right.
but like the pineapple juice for something about it, I just don't.
And it's strange because
It's
I feel
got
like that's
a
one of the
funk
more.
to it.
Yeah, that's fair. In terms of like juices, I feel like it's one of the ones that are most accurate to the fruit.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would definitely say that. But there's just something. It's just funky.
It does have.
It's
a bit
not
of
as sweet. I don't think. Like pineapple has this like crisp sweetness
Yeah,
to it.
very true. I just got these candied jalapenos with
Shit.
pineapple in it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like little
Dude,
pineapple chunks. You got to try
candied
some of those.
Fuck, I love candied jalapenos.
They're so good.
They are really good.
They had other flavors too. They had like a cranberry one, which I was
My
like,
grandpa
"Ah,
used to
I don't
make
know."
them.
Candied jalapenos.
Yeah, just can that bitch in fucking sugar water, basically.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds.
Was the other one peach?
I love homemade candied jalapenos. Peach, maybe. Yeah, I feel like that sounds about
It
right.
might have been peach.
Because I knew there was another fruit, but I couldn't remember which one.
Yeah,
and
we
I
were
feel like
trying to
that makes
remember.
sense. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the drink. Maybe you can think of your own little spin on it. If you have a spin on it, you can drop us a comment or send us a DM
Drop it down below.
on our Instagram at Disness Podcast. First plug of the night.
Nice.
Let's see how many more I can get by the end of the night. We need to start putting up a plug counter.
Plug counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because every single time I never intend to. Like it does come up like somewhat naturally.
Yeah.
But folks, we are talking about Moana. With that being said, let's get into our relationship with the film itself now. We'll kick off with Smalltown. Smalltown, what's your relationship like with this film? Did you see it in theaters? Have you watched it with your daughters?
Well, my answer was going to be, I have 2 daughters.
Yeah.
So that's my relationship with this movie. Is I've seen it 150 times.
Hell
Hell
I've
yeah.
seen it so many times.
This isn't a bad movie to watch that.
No,
many
it's
times.
not. It's a good movie. I've always enjoyed it too. It's just like, Hendrix, we've watched this movie 8 times and it's been 3 days. So it's like I would like to watch something else.
I would rather watch
damn
this
bad.
that many times than like if she got super obsessed with the Emoji Movie or something like that.
Or Gus.
Gus. Imagine Hendrix just fucking loves Gus.
I'll take all the TVs away in the house.
Oh my god.
Go back and listen to the Gus episode just like 5 or 6 episodes ago if you want to hear how much we had a strong distaste for that film. Kaylee, what's your relationship like with this film? Did you see it in theaters?
I think I did.
Yeah.
I think I did see it in theaters. And then I definitely know that I watched it many times after. I was kind of obsessed with like the soundtrack and everything, and I learned all the words to Maui's song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Well, and like me, Smalltown was graduated, I think, by the time this film came out.
What year did it come out?
2016.
Yeah.
But like me, you were also still in school.
In school, yeah.
Whenever this movie came out. So
Oh, yeah.
that makes sense that you may have gone and seen it in theaters.
Right. Definitely, I think I went with my friends.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah.
Did this movie resonate with you? Are you a big fan of this movie?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot when it came out, and then I hadn't seen it, in at least 4 years because I don't think Jordan and I have ever watched it together.
No, we hadn't.
And we're coming up on our 5-year.
Right. Actually, so that transitioned perfectly into me. I had only seen this movie one time before,
Wow,
and it's been like 5 years.
that's
since I've seen it.
crazy.
It was one of those movies whenever I didn't
Did
go
you
see
watch
it
it
in
during
theaters.
COVID?
No, it was a little after COVID.
Ah,
It was like late 2020. So I mean, yeah, technically COVID was still going on,
basically
but it wasn't
COVID.
like it wasn't like peak
Not yet.
COVID. But I didn't go see this in theaters, and it was one of those movies where the hype was so big for it. I was like, fuck that, I'm not watching it. It's kind of like The Walking Dead or
Oh, really?
Breaking Bad or Game
Man.
of Thrones.
You never watched Breaking Bad?
No,
That's
we need to watch
fucking
it.
I need to because I love Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really think you would love it. And who's the guy that's Jesse?
I forget his name.
Aaron Paul.
Yeah,
I'm
You
a big Bryan
appreciate
Cranston fan.
good
cinematography and shit.
that's why I was gonna say cinema, but isn't cinema like movies?
I
But
think
like-
cinematography
Well, like
could still be
camera
used in
work.
that.
Dude, I'm
Regard.
telling it's now I did stop watching in the middle of season 4, which is fucking nuts because I
What?
guess season 5 is like the shit.
You haven't even seen the end of it?
I haven't, but I have
Oh
seen most of
my.
the
Ah, so you
show.
can't be giving me
I
shit.
can. I can.
After we finish Family Matters, that is a top contender for me.
What
for
a
us to watch.
fucking shift.
But like it is so good, and unfortunately, I watched it with my ex, and I'm kind of pissed about that. But it's really,
regarded
really
as
enjoyed
like
the
one
show.
of the top 3 best shows of all time.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
like The Sopranos is probably up there with it. I don't know what the
Which I've never seen that because I'm 28 and not 45.
A lot of people around our age love The Sopranos.
Nah.
But yeah, going back to Moana though, it's funny enough. You brought up how you watched. You said Breaking Bad with your ex.
Mm-hmm.
I had watched Moana for the first time with my ex,
Oh, that's
and that was a
funny.
big reason why I hadn't watched it again since then. But I'm over that shit now.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I'll watch it again.
I'm sure you appreciated it on a whole nother level now.
I loved it the first time I watched it. I was
Okay,
like, oh
good.
shit, I didn't know what I was missing.
Yeah,
but
it's
then,
one of those. It's not overhyped.
and then this time, a lot of my opinions about it the first time carried over, and then I had probably a greater appreciation for it this time. So
Mhm.
you got to listen to the end of the show, folks, so you can hear our full report cards. Don't skip ahead though, because
No.
we got some fun facts
Not a lot.
ahead of you as we are getting into our next. hey.
You make fun of me all the fucking time. I can make fun of you the one time you fuck up.
We're getting into our next segment here on the Disness. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Kaylee time.
Yippee! All right, friends. This should be a pretty quick rundown because this isn't a huge cast and some of the casts are pretty big guys. So
Big guy.
Moana came out on a Wednesday nationwide, specifically November 23rd of 2016. What a year, folks. What a year. Yes, look at my...
Her title
My-
slide is awesome if you want to go
I
check
didn't
it
even
out.
know when I made it that it is like animated of like the ocean. Here, let me show Smalltown. Ooh.
This came out November 23rd of 2016.
Yes, it was a Thanksgiving movie.
Dude, I would bet it's so fun, dude. Two things happened in my life, like legitimately within 1 week, either forward or past.
Mm-hmm.
That day, I tried cocaine for the first time,
No way.
and I got a job at Rancho.
Oh my god.
And both of those things happened in the exact same week.
On the exact same day.
At Rancho.
I'm sure you did coke at Rancho.
I have done coke at Rancho.
Yeah. I knew that used to be a big thing on like Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I've done it as an employee, and I've done it when I was there eating before too.
That is crazy.
At a booth.
This movie was a whole 107 minutes long.
Doesn't feel
even though
like
it
it, though.
felt short. Yes, you agree. So my website that I usually use to get my information about this particular day of this particular year was down. So
Ooh.
president.
2016. I know it, but I don't want to say it.
No.
Oh, it was still Obama? Oh, yeah,
Yes.
because Trump got inaugurated in
January.
early 2017.
January.
Yeah, you're right.
January 22nd, 20th.
Was he officially? He was officially elected.
He was
though, at this
elected,
point, right?
right?
Yeah.
His first rigged election had just happened.
Oh, okay. Chill.
But we still had a couple more weeks and a month or so of Obama. Love that guy.
Yeah, I mean, say what you will, because like all presidents have done fucked up.
Nobody's
shit.
perfect.
No, but like, I mean, in terms of like a man and like the values he sticks up for and everything, I don't want to say I'm a big fan of his because I'm not a fan of any politician, but I like the guy.
Yes.
Like he's someone I would definitely share like an even like a dinner with and
100%.
be happy about that.
He is a good person when it comes down to like the roots. Moving on. Number one song.
I fucking looked at it, so I can't guess.
Ah.
Damn it, I'm mad. But yeah, I remember how big this song was.
Yeah.
There was a whole didn't they do like it wasn't called the statue challenge. It was like
Mannequin
the
challenge.
Mannequin challenge.
Yes.
Yes, with this song. Does that give it away, Smalltown? Do you remember that? The mannequin challenge?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what
was the
song was used
attached
for
to it?
I don't know what the fuck it was called. It was just like, wasn't it just the sounds?
that? That girl was a real crowd pleaser.
That was the Black Beetle challenge.
Yeah.
I thought you said mannequin challenge.
Was that
It
not the
was
mannequin challenge?
called the
No,
Mannequin
they were different
Challenge.
things.
They were
No.
different things?
Yeah.
But I remember
telling you
it
they
was
were
like
different
everyone
things.
was frozen, you know?
Yeah, I'm telling you, they were different things.
But
Telling you.
I'm
Okay,
right though
maybe
that
it
everyone
got
was
No,
frozen.
because one of
merged?
them, because one of them, it was a mannequin, and then once the beat dropped on this song, everybody started like dancing like crazy.
Oh.
And then the Black Beetle challenge, I think everybody was literally like stood still or something. They were not the same thing.
You
I
thinking
will
of the
fucking-
Harlem Shake?
I think you're thinking of the Harlem Shake.
But they were two different. I don't.
It was like
I'm
everybody
telling
would
you,
freeze.
they were two different things.
I'm not saying I
and
doubt
do the
you.
Harlem Shake, and then everybody would start going crazy. That was
But
that
everybody
challenge.
was still at the beginning.
That was
Yeah.
that, but that was the beginning of the Harlem Shake. Everybody would freeze, and
So
then
there
they would
was
start
kind of-
I
singing.
think it wasn't
and
everyone. I think everyone was frozen except for
then-
one person. Yeah,
You're right. You're
for the
right.
Harlem Shake, and then no. But I remember we did the
We
challenge.
did that in one of my classes or whatever too.
I think I still have the video somewhere, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like we had one guy like about to punch someone.
Ooh, yeah. No, there were some really good ones.
You're right, Kaylee.
She's right
Yeah.
about what?
The Black Beatles was the mannequin challenge.
Okay, you want to say that into the mic?
Oh, Kaylee was right.
He didn't want to say it into the mic. That's why I did that on purpose.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't gonna repeat what I just said again into the mic.
Fair enough.
And then the number one movie, I feel like this is pretty easy.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does make sense. And that's all I have for the day. So who knows what's going on in 2016. I mean, it feels like a lifetime ago for me.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sure it does for you guys too. So the budget for this movie was, they didn't give an exact amount, but it was about 150 to 175 million, because that's usually what they'd be spending on these animated movies. Jordan, would you just find out?
Mid-Continent International Airport.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And
Yeah.
it says it's the original name of the airport, Kansas City International Airport.
That's
So
what it should
is,
be.
It is technically both. I mean, you could refer
It
to
really
either
is,
and
yeah.
it'd be fine. Okay. Yeah,
Gee.
wow.
Even though it's not in Kansas City, but
I
it's
was
close
I
enough.
guess I was like I wasn't really that close, but I was semi close with the
Yeah, you said
Continent.
basic, yeah.
I just added on an intel at the
Good
end.
job.
Thanks. Yeah,
That's
pat
great.
me on the back.
I literally did not know that. I had never once have I ever heard that.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, it makes
No.
sense too because our local library chain is called Mid-Continent Public Library. So yeah, I mean we are mid-continent.
And the like abbreviation for it on their websites and stuff is MCPL.
Yeah, true. Yep.
So MCI makes sense. Oh my gosh, wow.
We
We're
figured something
learning. Speaking of learning, it took a lot of learning to get this movie made. It actually went through 9 different versions.
Wow.
Yeah. Because there was some things they had to cut, there were some things they had to rework. They originally wanted to try to make it more about Maui, and they were like,
Yeah, I do have a little bit of information I'll touch on with that too.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's basically all I have there. For the box office, what do you guys think? 150, 175 was the budget. What do you guys think was the box office?
Opening weekend or all together?
All together.
Let's do. I have opening day and worldwide, so you can choose it point between the two.
I will say it made. Do we think it got as high as $1 billion?
I was gonna say 1.5.
Because I was gonna say my initial guess was like
Worldwide,
750,000 or 750 million.
750,000.
Yeah, I feel like maybe about 750.
It was a super flop
It
in
was
the box
a
office.
major loss. Smalltown, you're going 1.5 bill.
Yeah.
Okay, Jordan wins. The Price is Right. Come on down.
Yeah.
You were both over though.
I am your official Dispy the Price
Then that
champion.
shocks
me.
currently.
Yeah.
Surprises
Well,
me.
2016. So
I guess that's true. This is before like Avengers Endgame and shit, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame came out
I think
either
Frozen
17 or 18.
had gotten a little more than that, but I don't know if even Frozen reached the billion. I would have to go back. Go back to and listen to that episode. This Moana made $687.2 million worldwide.
Okay.
That was my
Opening
second guess.
day.
That specifically was.
Opening day, it made $15.5 million, which for it being a Wednesday was still, I'm pretty sure, a couple records for Disney. And then it continued. It went
What's
down
with
a little
these
bit on
Wednesday
Thursday.
releases?
And then,
Also,
it was Thanksgiving weekend.
It was
Okay.
the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely have it come out on Black Friday when everybody's off work
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
out.
On
Good
Black
point.
Friday, I'm pretty sure it made
Oh, you
almost
make a little
30
extra money.
million.
You know, you open it up early.
Day alone.
Sure. Yeah.
Have the people who don't have like family. Or,
Yeah,
like,
it
live
made
Moana.
it made just about $10 million on the preview showing, I guess, the Tuesday before.
Okay.
It made almost 10 mil. And that's another record breaker. 'Cause
I
it's
used to
wow.
go to a lot of those preview showings because my cousin Mark, that I referenced earlier, used to get a lot of
Mhm.
and you want to hear the two that I remember the most?
Yeah.
World War Z,
I
which I
remember you
really
telling me about
enjoyed. I
that.
think that's a really good zombie movie, honestly. And Grown Ups 2.
Yeah.
I know you do. and
Unabashedly,
fucking
I
hate
love
it.
that movie.
The only thing I love about it is that Stone Cold Steve Austin is in it.
Mm.
And he's great.
Nick Swarton's so funny in that movie.
I fucking hate that movie though. I remember they made us
Jordan hates
Leave our
Adam Sandler.
they made us leave our phones in the car. We couldn't bring them into the theater.
Yeah, I got to go see the preview showing of the Star Wars with Han Solo.
What's funny, Smalltown?
She caught me eating a banana with my butt.
You got to see The Force Awakens on a preview?
Yes, and
That's
they made
cool.
us put our phones in bags.
Yeah.
We couldn't take our phones in.
That one
Um,
makes a lot more sense than Grown Ups 2. Oh, we can't have that kid
Yeah,
spoiled.
you are very correct, actually. And I remember I've told Jordan this before, but I literally was sobbing, crying in the theater, actually not okay.
And she didn't even know shit about Han Solo.
And I had never seen other Star Wars movie.
That was the only one she had seen prior to us dating. I know Smalltown's not a big Star Wars guy, so he's probably not going to be like, what?
I've seen all the first 6.
You've seen the prequels and the originals?
I've seen the first 6 movies
Nice.
that came out for it.
Well, you're not missing anything by not seeing
That, and I won't ever.
Yeah, that's fair. You will actually for this podcast because those were Disney Star Wars movies.
They just tied the game.
Oh, fuck.
I saw Joel throw his phone, so I knew that happened.
Oh, shit.
Joel Bass is on the balcony right now, and he just threw his phone.
I hope it didn't break. Actually, it'd be kind of funny if it did.
It'd be a little bit funny.
Moving on.
Moving on. Our ratings and reviews. So Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie a 95% critic score.
Wow. I think it deserves that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
And the audience gave it an 89. One of the critics said, "This is a great example of the studio putting a modern sheen on traditional formulas." Edward Porter.
Yeah, I thought
Which
they
I
did.
agree with.
I thought they did a really strong job here with like all the cultural aspects of it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
like they definitely
it was on
seem to
purpose.
learn from their mistakes.
It was purpose. Yeah. IMDb gave it 7.6 out of 10, and Letterboxd gave it 3.7 out of 5 stars.
That's actually pretty low for
That is lower
Letterboxd.
than
I was about to
expecting.
say, dude, honestly, fuck Letterboxd and all their fucking the grades they give movies, because it's all of them are 3.5.
Yeah.
Every fucking movie I look up is 3.5. I'll watch it and be like, I would have rated that almost a 5.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say every single one. If we're talking about
The
like,
majority.
if we're talking about movies that are considered classics, like we talked about The Godfather.
There is
earlier, we
a
talked about
lot
Heat
of
earlier.
bias on Letterboxd.
That's
Yes.
that's why those movies get, not that they're not good movies, because
Right.
for them to still be talked about, and it's been, well, those are 70s movies, so 50 years later they're still being talked about. They're culturally moved, like they moved culture, it's a big deal.
Right.
But other movies can be good too.
That's also why I don't feel like you shouldn't look at when looking at Letterboxd, you shouldn't look at the overall grade. You should look at what part on the scale is that, because they literally put in a visual scale.
Yeah.
You should look at what part of the scale is the highest, and I feel like that gives you a better.
And on Letterboxd for this movie, there was nothing below the like 3.5. 3 to 3.5.
I just don't even see. I mean, I don't know. I guess I could, but I don't even see how you give this a 3.5.
No.
I mean, I think this is
Like
easily
I literally don't know.
starting at 4 and going up from there, personally.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, if you're a classic movie snob piece of shit asshole who like only fucking like is a critic on like movies that are gonna be Oscar nominees or whatever the fuck, which most of those movies are fucking terrible because they're boring as shit, and it's all about the cinematography and all the nuanced bullshit that most people don't care about. Don't watch it and give it a critique, because it's not for you to watch.
That's true.
And give a critique to.
Good point.
Yeah.
Like a fucking NFL scout going to a Pee Wee football game being like, dude's footwork's bad. He's 9. Like,
that is
That's
a very
good
fair
comparison.
point. Yeah.
thanks.
So my favorite quote on Letterboxd was, "I love Tamatoa the gay crab and Tafiti the lesbian island," by Ellie. That's a good one. For our directors, it's our boys.
Yeah. It's
Our
legendary.
boys, John Musker and Ron Clements.
Who we've talked about multiple times here on the show.
We've talked about
especially in
them
the early
before.
days.
Yes, a couple of times now. So you can hear more about them on our episodes Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, The Great Mouse Detective, or Hercules. We've talked about all of those, and they've directed all of those.
Which is funny because Aladdin and Little Mermaid were our first 2 episodes.
Yeah. And they've worked on so much, and they've been such a backbone of Disney for sure, especially like in regards to the classics and everything, because they're animators and everything like that. But we'll go ahead and move along here to our cast. This should be pretty quickie.
Yeah, it's not a
because
huge cast here.
Not huge.
Pretty small.
And yeah. So we got Moana. Oh no, I meant to look up how to pronounce her name properly. So I'm going to try my best.
Bear with us.
Yeah, I'm so sorry if I butcher this, but it looks like it's Ali'i or Oli'i. I don't know.
Ali?
Ali'i. AULI'.
It's probably pronounced both eyes.
Yeah, that's why I
Ali?
say E.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
And then Cravallo. She's 24 years old
Oh,
now.
wow. So she was young as fuck?
She was 14.
Wow.
Yeah. And she's an actress whose debut was this movie.
Oh, shit.
Very cool. She reprises her role in the sequel, of course. And I added this in because I thought it was kind of funny. Her dad's name is also Dwayne.
Yeah, thanks, Dwayne.
Yeah. Her parents actually divorced when she was young, and she and her mom lived in a 1-bedroom apartment and lived off of food stamps. And then after this movie succeeded so well, she bought her mom a house.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
That's the dream.
Shit like
man.
that literally melts my heart. That is the dream. Like, you have no idea. She was originally going to study environmental science, but chose acting instead. And she's done some fun stuff. She also voiced Moana in most of its media, including some of the Lego TV specials, which there's another one about to come out that she
I think there was one that came out not too terribly long ago for Disney princesses.
Yes.
I remember seeing that on Disney Plus.
That is what it was. Yep.
Yeah.
And she's still going strong. And right now, as of this point in 2025, she's doing Broadway. So
good for her.
I
Hell
love
yeah.
it. She's doing good.
I really want to
Seems
go
to be
see a Broadway
thriving.
show one of these days.
That is a big
on my
bucket
bucket
list
list.
item
Yeah.
for sure. And I want to go see it in New
Smalltown
York.
hates musicals, so.
Yeah.
I've seen Les Miserables on Broadway.
And you hated it?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say.
No, but I've seen like one of the pinnacle
Les
musicals
Mis, man.
where
Yeah.
fucking musicals are.
And that's literally just singing.
Dude, that's
Like there's
so
no
fucking
dialogue,
good.
right? It's just singing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's been, I mean, this was, I went to New York and saw that before this movie came out.
Oh shit, yeah. So it's
It's been a while. Yeah.
And before you really appreciated it too, I'm sure.
Well, clearly he enjoyed it.
I had been in like, I was in a musical that year. Like that was my,
What
right after my
musical?
senior year. It was Seussical the musical.
I was gonna guess musical.
I'm not proud of that.
Every high school ever in the early 2010s to mid 2010s did Seussical.
I was so mad.
Literally.
I had a dress in this stupid hat with stupid suspenders.
Oh, were you the Cat in the Hat?
No, I was one of the apes.
Oh.
One of the monkeys
Gotcha.
or whatever. But
An ape.
I had gotten close with like a couple people that were like in the show choir and shit,
Sure.
and they liked Les Mis, like the movie. I'm assuming they liked
Yeah.
the musical too, but like the movie
Sure.
had came out relatively close to that time.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And so like we would listen to like a couple of the songs on a like we would just like walk past each other in the hallway and just like sing like the Prisoner 9-1, whatever the fucking song is. I don't even remember the number now.
I
and
prefer that over the amount of people that just sang Wicked nonstop at my high school. And Hamilton. Oh, God.
Hamilton
I don't
was
know
the one that took
any of
over
either
for
one
me.
of those.
Good. You're lucky.
But so when I got the chance, like when I got told we were going to see Les Mis on our trip to New York, I'm like, this is going to be fucking lit. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. And to see the fucking magnitude of how talented somebody can be,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's insane, dude. Those
It is.
motherfuckers can sing. Like
Well,
it is a different level of singing, bro.
When you see someone's on Broadway, you're like, oh, they're legit.
Crazy. It was fucking nuts.
That's cool.
So now we have Maui, and he is fucking Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, thanks, Dwayne.
Dwayne fucking Johnson. He's 53 years old currently, and probably one of the most known celebrities in America. He doesn't need a bio, but we will be talking about him again on this show. And according to IMDb, he actually took his voice acting in this movie very seriously.
tell.
And he constantly was asking the cast and producers and directors and everything if he was doing okay. Like he has this
Was this
like
his voice acting debut?
He sounded just like The Rock.
He did.
he did. He definitely did, but he brought that like over animated, like super
I feel like he brought a lot of
extra-
gravitas to the role.
Yes, precisely. And I definitely respect that because he's said before that he hates when they cast celebrities as voice acting
actors,
roles to
right.
just be themselves.
Sure.
So yes, he did sound like Dwayne, but at the same time,
He
you
fit the
definitely
role.
felt like he was going above and beyond to make this feel like it's its own character, which
totally agree.
I got that for sure.
No, I
He
think
put
did a really
all of
good
his
job.
Pacific Islander heritage
Yeah.
into the fucking, like he just went, oh, okay, I'm going to be all Pacific Islander. And like,
Yes.
Right?
you know, because they're like big, loud, jolly people like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
I remember seeing
strong
like
and
the
opinionated.
behind the scenes footage of him doing You're Welcome. And
He can sing too.
yeah, I was like, oh yeah, he can sing. Have you heard his feature on that Tech 9 song?
Yeah.
It's
of
about
course.
drive, it's about power. We saw Tech 9 and he did that song. I forget what it's called. Rumble, we gonna take your face off.
I think it's called, isn't it
Face
called
Off.
Face Off?
It's called Face Off, yeah. And he usually, like when an artist has features on the song, they just do their part
Mhm.
and then cut it off and transition to the next one when the feature's going. But Tech 9 did the whole song. So I remember me, Kaylee, and our friend Nikki were in the audience just going off on the rocks part.
Yeah, we were.
Before I just want to say this because I will forget if I don't say it now. I don't really like Tech. Like, he's cool. Like, I respect shit out Tech 9. I'm just not like
Big
super
fan of
into
his music,
you
yeah.
know? He has a song that I had just heard a couple weeks ago called Yoda, and it's him and Lil Wayne. And that song is so fucking hard.
Really?
I will add it to my music.
It's so hard.
Cool. Yeah, I don't
He
think I've
like
heard
does
that one.
his fucking like verses and shit like in that Yoda talk.
Okay.
Open the door, I will.
No
like that type of shit. Like,
That's kind of fun. I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
We could play it on the speaker on break.
Yeah.
And report back to you listeners.
And see if Smalltown was lying.
Yeah, we're just like, Smalltown, you fucking lie. That song
You
sucks
bitch.
shit.
Yeah.
Smalltown's not here anymore. He left after we played that song. We didn't like it.
He was embarrassed.
He was embarrassed. Yeah.
He jumped off the balcony.
He jumped off the rough.
Off the roof. He didn't die. He's pretty hurt out there, but
Yeah. He's screaming. I think his leg's broken. But Grandma Tala is Rachel House. Imagine having the last name House.
She's a brick.
House. She's 53 years young, a New Zealand actress and director with multiple awards and a lot of works. She actually helped direct and dub the Maori version of this movie and The Lion King. And she voiced Mama Coco in the Maori language of
Are we talking the original
Coco.
Lion King or the live action?
the original.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, which is awesome. She's been doing it for a while. And she also voiced a character in Soul, the English version
cool.
this time.
I like that movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah, Jordan really, it was a good one for sure.
I have soul socks.
Yeah, you do. I forgot about that. And then we have Chief Tui.
Yeah, Tui. Yeah, I'm
Tui.
pretty sure.
He is oh man, I'm going to fuck this one up too. Tamura Morrison.
I recognize that name.
64 years old, a New Zealand actor that is best known as Django and Boba Fett in all of the Star Wars media.
Wait, so he was...
Django.
How could he have been Django and Boba?
Because Boba was a clone son of Django.
Right.
who the fuck is Django? I just know Jamie Foxx.
Django Fett was the original, right? And then Boba Fett was... Django was from the prequels. and then
Django was
Boba
the
Fett-
original, and then Boba, yes. And
No,
so
he was the original Boba Fett, and then he also played Django
Or he voiced Django and
in the Clone Wars.
Yes, and then he's like Boba Fett in everything now.
But he wasn't Boba Fett in the original Star Wars, like from the 80s. Because, I mean, I guess he could have been. He's 64.
He was in, let's see, it looks
But
like
wasn't
it
Boba Fett in
might
The
have
Mandalorian,
started,
too?
Yes, and he is that one. Looks like it might have started in 2002.
Okay, so the first role he had in Star Wars was Django, and the second prequel.
Yes,
Attack
and
of the Clones, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah. I'm
yes, you're right.
sacks right now.
And he's voiced him in Mandalorian episode 3.
Played it in Mandalorian.
Yeah, my bad. He was also in like the Book of Boba Fett and everything like that. Like he's Boba, and he's voiced him in like all the video games. So yeah, he's Boba.
Well, because he was also I think Django dies in the second one. So, but then there's Cody in the third one, which is a clone.
Mm-hmm.
And that has Django's face and everything. So,
Mhm.
he was in the third one, but Revenge of the Sith as Cody then.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah.
Commander,
Flexing my Star Wars
Commander
knowledge.
Cody. Yeah, you little nerd. And he also voiced
well, at
some
least I'm
clone
not like our friend
troopers.
Connor, who Smalltown. This dude literally knows like Star Wars languages.
That's
Yeah.
super cool.
He has a I won't say the name of the place we work on air actually, but he has a hat for the restaurant we work at that he got approved by the owners. It says the name of our restaurant, but in one of the Star Wars languages. So
That he's sewed into it.
It's pretty neat.
It's cool.
Neat.
To each their own. And then he's also in the DC universe. He played another character, or I guess he played Aquaman's dad and another character.
Oh, shit.
And he's also reprised his role in Moana's sequel.
Nice.
And then we have Tamatoa, the big crab guy with missing a leg. And that is Jermaine Clement. He's 51 years old, a New Zealand actor again, comedian, musician, and filmmaker who's done a bunch of stuff and has been nominated and won awards for a handful of his projects. But there was no other Disney for real that I saw. However, he did voice Nigel in Rio. And I knew I recognized his voice from somewhere, and that's
Which
definitely...
character was that?
That
The
was
white
like the
bird?
bad bird.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
The white bird.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yes.
Now that you say that, yeah, I
Yes.
do. I wouldn't have put that together at the time, but now that you say that, yeah, that makes
Right.
sense.
That was like something that I was like, I fucking recognize that voice because I was obsessed with Rio. I love Rio.
Well,
I
he's
love all the
gonna-
songs and
he'll-
everything in
He'll
it.
also end up being in Moana 3, I would assume, because I think it was the mid-credit scene, or maybe it was the very end of the movie of Moana 2, where they were like, Tamatoa's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
in the third.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes. So that'll be fun. And then I have lastly the Chief Dis and Hey Hey. So Chief Dis Cena was Nicole Scherzinger. Yeah.
From the Pussycat Dolls?
Yes!
That
That was the fun fact I've written. She's 47 years young and she was a member of the Pussycat Dolls.
I love that Smalltown fucking knew that.
Clocked it immediately.
Good for you, Smalltown.
And then, of course,
Big Pussycat Dolls fan.
Pushing on my buttons, babe.
Uh-huh.
and of course, Hey Hey is Alan Tudyk.
Of course it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you know him, you love him. He also voiced the villager that wanted to cook Hey Hey, so that's,
That's
kind
funny.
of funny and ironic. And he's
Alan
40,
Tudyk has
47.
been in so much fucking Disney in recent
Yeah.
years. Like,
Oh yeah,
wasn't it like a thing where he's been at least a minor character in every single Disney movie of like the past 20 years
Yeah.
or some shit. Well, I have a little bit to talk about before we move into break here. So, Kaylee kind of touched on this already, so I mean, I won't dwell on it by any means. But yeah, Moana takes its inspiration from Polynesian voyaging and the old myths and ancient legends of the demigod Maui. So that's a real thing, like Maui. Like, look it up.
Mhm.
So it's a real legend. The directors actually went on research trips to Samoa, Tahiti, Fiji, and a bunch of other islands to soak in the culture, the history, and the mythology. From there, they pulled together what they called like a pan-Pacific world. So it's not just based on one island in particular, but kind of a blend of all of it. They even set up an Oceanic Story Trust, which is what they called it, which was a team of Polynesian cultural experts, navigators, tattoo masters, anthropologists, and elders to make sure they didn't screw things up again, basically.
yeah.
Director John Musker initially got curious about the legends of Maui, so that kicked off around like 2011. At first, the story was, like Kaylee already mentioned, actually going to be centered on Maui, but after the research trips, they shifted and decided they wanted to focus on Moana, which I think ends up working out for the best. I don't think
Mhm.
Maui's a character that needs to be the central character.
No.
Disney ended up bringing the Oceanic Story Trust in to weigh in on everything from costumes to architecture, even down to like little details like cooking pits and curtain designs.
Mhm.
So like every little thing was approved or ran through the Oceanic Story Trust. Some changes came directly from their advice. For example, Maui was originally bald, but because hair is like very culturally significant, he ended up with his now famous mane.
Yes.
In terms of video games, Disney did do a couple of official mobile games. There was Moana Rhythm Run, which was a rhythm-based runner that saw you run and dodge obstacles to the beat of songs from Moana, which
Ooh.
that looked really fun.
Yeah.
But it appears to no longer be available on the App Store, sadly. And then there was also Moana Island Life, which was more of a village building type of game. It was basically like Farmville, but featuring Moana characters.
Hell yeah.
And that also, unfortunately, looks to be no longer available. Moana herself also pops up in crossover games like Disney Magic Kingdoms and most recently in Disney Dreamlight Valley. There's also a Disney racing game called Disney Speedstorm that I had no idea existed, where you
Huh?
can race as many different characters, including Moana. And that's free to play, actually, on the major consoles and through the App Store. So we'll have to look into getting that for the Switch.
Yeah,
'Cause
facts.
it's free. A film like this makes me somewhat yearn for the days where Disney commissioned a video game for practically every property, because I can't help but imagine how awesome a full-blown game of this would be for the Nintendo Switch.
Facts.
Like, I mean, Kaylee had mentioned how cool a Game Boy game would be, but even like a modern Nintendo Switch game
Honestly,
would be super fucking fun, I
Yeah.
feel like.
it would be.
For home media, the movie was released on Blu-ray and DVD in March of 2017, I believe. The following year, yeah, because that would make sense. The home release came with several bonus features, including the short Inner Workings, which I think is on Disney Plus, and then a Maui mini movie called Gone Fishing. Fun fact: Moana was the top-selling home video in the U.S. in 2017, with over 4 million copies sold.
Mhm.
It then received a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray release in 2019, and then another Blu-ray release in 2023 for Disney 100, which a lot of movies got re-released in that year. Merchandise was obviously huge right out of the gate for this. Everything from dolls and plushes and costumes. One controversy came up with the Maui Halloween costume that was basically a full body tattoo suit in brown fabric. But people pointed out, like, saying it was culturally insensitive, and like kind of like brown face. So Disney pulled it from shelves
Right.
after that. Beyond that, the Moana, oh my God, fuck me.
Slow down.
The Moana line has stayed strong. New dolls, clothing, Funko Pops, even Lego sets have rolled out over the years.
Mhm.
There have also been a lot of fun items that I found, like a Loungefly Hey Hey crossbody bag, a Hey Hey plush hat, some gorgeous jewelry, Crocs,
What?
and a light up oar, which is still available on Disney's. I think it's on the Disney store.
Ooh.
So there's some really fun stuff out there for this
Yeah.
film. If you're a big fan of it, go check that out. And then lastly, as for theme parks presence, Moana started showing up in the parks not long after the movie came out. You could meet her at Disneyland Paris, Walt Disney World, and she's been a part of parades and castle shows ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Magic Kingdom's fireworks show, Happily Ever After, has a whole Moana segment where she restores the heart of Te Fiti.
I love that.
I think that's like their fireworks show. I
Yeah,
believe.
probably.
Epcot got a big addition not too long ago called Journey of Water, inspired by Moana, which opened in 2023. It's this interactive walk-through water trail, so it's not a ride. It's just like a walk-through deal. But that it brings her story and the water cycle to life. It really looks beautiful. I suggest looking, if you haven't got to experience the attraction yourself, I suggest looking at pictures of it, because like they built this like giant Te Fiti, and it's just really beautiful, honestly.
I would love that.
Obviously, she being Moana, regular meet and greet spots right nearby.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's also made her way into international parks too. Shanghai Disneyland has featured her in castle shows, and Hong Kong Disneyland had a stage show for a couple years called Moana, a Homecoming Celebration. And currently, I believe, if you're sailing with Disney Cruise Line, the ship Disney Treasure has live stage shows based off the movie that look really cool, and I've read like really good reviews of them.
Yeah,
So that's really fun.
that is fun.
With all that being said, folks, we're going to head to break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the film. We're going to break it down and get into our report cards, and we're going to do my favorite segment here on the show, our Pimp of the Week. All that and so much more. Fuck. When we come back on the Disness.
Welcome back to the Disness. The Disness.
Yes, sir. If you didn't know, that was my father, Big Green. Big Green's joining
Father
us for a
Big
little bit
Green.
before he heads out. But yes, folks, we are back here on the Disness. My name is still Jordan Bass. I didn't go to the courthouse and get my name legally changed during the break.
You thought about it.
I did think about it. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be a funny gag if I went and
Mhm.
changed
They're
my
closed.
name during the break? Darn it.
Frick.
Big Green, I have an on-the-spot question for you before we part ways, because I'm curious, because I've never asked you this before. What Disney movie do you remember like being your favorite, or what one sticks out most fondly in your memory from your younger days, or even from my younger days? Because we watched a lot of those movies growing up. And if it's not, if you don't know for a fact it's a Disney movie, you can ask.
Man, honestly, I couldn't even I'm having a brain fart. We might have to edit this shit. Like I mean, when I think of Disney movies, I think animated. I mean, right off the bat, and I've never been a real animated movie type guy, but I don't know, probably Lion King.
There we go. Okay, I'll take
Okay.
that.
Fuck
There we
yeah.
go.
You
Yeah.
just cut out
Is that-
everything else before that and just put probably
No,
Lion
keep
King.
it all fucking in. Isn't Lion King your favorite, or am I tripping? Yeah, it is. Okay. You didn't, we're not fucking on video right now. For those of you who don't know, I was pointing at Smalltown. So, because your favorite's Tangled, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And my number 2?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Big Green just tried the drink.
My
so
number 2 is Princess and the Frog.
It's coconut rum.
That's happening this season.
Melon liqueur, mango syrup, and pineapple juice.
I mean, it's not bad. I could literally drink the whole thing. I'm not a big coconut guy, but it's pretty good, actually.
Hell yeah, that's better than the last time. Well, Big Green actually tried one from the worst drink eliminator last time.
Yeah.
So if you want to go back and listen to that was
fucked.
on the first half of our most recent Disness Awards. But yes, folks, Big Green liked it this time. Let's go. I'll take that.
He
That's
said
an
the sweet doesn't
accomplishment.
bother him. So,
well, thanks for
Makes
joining us,
sense.
Big Green.
Adios.
bye.
We'll have you back on when we talk about the Big Green,
Big Green.
which
Drive
is a Disney
safe.
movie about soccer. Love you, Big Green. Yeah, I'll walk behind you. Get home safe. Well, folks, that was Big Green. And like I said, you'll hear him back probably maybe even before we bring him back as a full-on guest host. But he is going to be on when we talk about the Big Green, which I don't know if that's a DCOM or if it was a movie in theaters.
I can look it up.
But I'm like almost 100% certain it's a soccer movie, which makes sense because Big
Yeah, I
Green.
think you're right.
Yeah. But I mean, we got to have Big Green on for that. It just makes sense.
It is indeed soccer.
It is soccer? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Better day de grande. That's what I start calling him.
Oh my God, that's funny as shit. It took me a second because I was like, what the fuck did he just say? I love that. That's great. Yes, folks, I'm Jordan Bass. If you forgot, here's your reminder. And also still joining me here on the show. What can I say except your small town Dalton Endicott?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't ever know what to say on this.
Yeah.
Just say like, hey
You're
guys.
just stating facts.
Moana.
Yeah. You got to come up with, you got to like write stupid things down in your notes as like things you can, so you can just pull up a note and it's just like random sentences.
I'm telling you guys, a blackbird did not beat me at checkers.
There we go. I like it.
What the hell?
That's your new gimmick. Also still joining us, she's feeling good. It's Kaylee Foot.
Ooh.
She's Kaylee Foot.
Oh, that's even better.
Eh.
Damn, I wish I would have thought of that.
It's good, but as someone who doesn't love the last name,
Well, fucking deal with it.
yeah, you're right. Okay, so I just want to say the Big Green was released in theaters.
It was a theatrical release?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not
It
realize
has
that.
the kid from. Ah, shit.
Oh, shit.
I think-
Shit.
I think Sandlot.
Which one? The main one?
Yeah, there's 12 fucking kids in Sandlot.
The stupid one, right?
It's James Earl Jones, Small Town.
Oh my god. Oh no.
That was really cool as a kid because that was the only other James Earl Jones film I had seen as a kid besides Star Wars. So like seeing him, but hearing the Darth Vader, because it's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
It's just James Earl Jones. But seeing him out of the Darth Vader costume, like as a kid, was like, whoa, what?
You don't look like Anakin Skywalker.
Damn, Anakin got really burnt. Also, a great James Earl Jones voice performance is in this is a fucking callback to the beginning of the episode when I was talking about Rankin and Bass, but
Hey.
he voiced in this Rankin and Bass animated movie called The Flight of Dragons. And it was also featuring James Earl Jones voices the villain, and the main hero is voiced by John Ritter. And it actually has a really stacked voice cast, like overall, and it's
John
really
Ritter.
deep. John Ritter is the man. We love John Ritter in this house.
Rest in peace.
He's definitely one of our number one,
yeah.
like close to our. I mean, shit, it's between him or Vincent Price. Honestly, we love fucking. It's Kurt Russell's up there too, 100%. But man, I love me some John Ritter. That's my fucking guy. If you've never watched Three's Company, some
You're
of
missing out.
yeah, some of it doesn't play as well in the modern age, but overall, it is such a fucking funny show, and a lot of it has to do with the cast in general. I want to give all of them credit, but John Ritter, man, and I know like he would like think on his feet a lot of the times and like add in. He's kind of animated, but it still like works. Like he's not over the top about it. He was such a natural and such a fucking amazing performer, and taken from us too soon. But It's really cool because we've talked about on this show before. His son Jason does acting, and he voiced in Frozen 2. Jason Ritter did.
Yes.
Which is really cool.
Now listen, makes
me happy.
I am not putting forth any of my thoughts, or there's no allegations here. I'm just saying, did he die before the Me Too movement?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well,
Long time.
Maybe it's a good thing he was gone. We don't know. We don't have any
Sounds
idea.
like you're putting allegations.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Everyone-
Maybe it's a good thing.
He has a really,
kinda has a
really
point.
good reputation.
I believe it.
I don't think
I
anyone's
believe it.
ever said anything
And
bad.
he
I
about
believe
him.
it.
He was he was like at least halfway through his life.
God,
he
he was
died,
probably
right?
in his 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
I mean, 60s might be pushing it. Because he was on TV at the time. He might have been in his 40s, honestly.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
He was on 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter during that show. And they literally do a new season without him. And like the first episode of that season is like about the dad dying. And
He
was the main
died-
character of the show.
Oh, wow.
At 54
54, okay. Yeah.
in 2003 on 9/11.
Damn. Well, at least he didn't die in. I'm sorry.
He saw 9/11.
I'm
at
sorry.
least.
That was a little
He didn't get to see Cars.
bit. Yeah. Damn it. Damn it. He would have loved it.
He would have loved Cars.
I would accept John Ritter voicing Lightning McQueen.
No.
I mean, Owen Wilson.
That's
you need
hard, honey.
Yeah.
To. Yeah.
I love Owen Wilson.
I accept John Ritter voice acting in that movie.
What else
Regardless.
has he voice acted in?
Flight of Dragons. I don't know if he's done much else besides that. I can't think of off the top of my head if he has done anything else. He did mostly. Honestly, he's the type of guy like in actual movies. He just never landed like the best roles, which sucks because
Mhm.
that's why like Three's Company is such a highlight of his career. Well, as much as I love John Ritter and I could probably talk about him all night, probably do need to get in the show. But
Probably.
Smalltown actually just ran to the bathroom, so while we're waiting on that, we can see if John Ritter's voiced in any other animated movies. Oh fuck, dude, he was Clifford. I totally forgot.
I just got to that.
I totally fucking forgot he was Clifford.
2004.
Holy shit! Yeah, but no, for multiple years he was Clifford from 2000 to 2003, and then he probably would have continued voicing Clifford considering how long the show went on.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because then he was
my
also in Clifford's Puppy
gosh.
Days. There was a posthumous release of him in another Disney thing. Stanley.
What?
It was a Stanley movie called Stanley's Dinosaur Roundup. I was a big Stanley fan growing up, by the way. Shout out Stanley. Shout out Playhouse Disney.
Shout
I
out.
fucking have a Stanley. I think it survived the fire because we just pulled all the ornaments out of the damaged boxes.
Mhm.
But I have a Stanley ornament of him jumping into the book, which I think that was called the Great Big Book of Everything. I believe my Playhouse
sounds
Disney heads
right.
will remember. That was fucking my childhood, man. I love
Aw.
Playhouse Disney. I miss it so much. I mean, I miss the shows. I probably wouldn't watch it that much nowadays, but I would still like to watch them occasionally for nostalgic purposes.
Mhm.
Yes, folks. Believe it or not, we're talking about Moana.
Yo, what?
Let's get right into it, y'all. You ready to get down to business?
I'm ready.
Get ready to get down to Disness.
Oh, good save.
Let me find this shit. All right. We open with hella exposition about the lore surrounding Te Fiti and Maui. If you want to hear all about it, just watch the first 2 minutes of the movie because I ain't typing all that shit out. Is what I wrote exactly verbatim. Maui got fucked up to the point that he disappeared, and his magical fish hook and the heart of Te Fiti were both lost at sea. Grandma Tala, and we open with her after that, explaining how one day the heart of Te Fiti will be found, and she looks directly at an awe-stricken little Moana, saying a hero will find it one day. I wonder who that'll be.
I mean, the
Hmm.
little tiny Moana is like the
So
cutest.
cute.
Dude.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
Do you think a lot of it has to do with the big fucking Disney eyes?
Yes, that's a huge part
Probably,
of it.
yeah. But
No,
she
but
like
even-
just like her facial expressions.
Even her little sounds, like, do you think they actually got a little girl to do those? Because those sounded real authentic.
Either that or is Alan Tudyk.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say it was Andy Tudyk, but that's not
You're close.
Andy
Close
Dick.
enough.
That's his lesser known brother.
Mm.
No, but like I was thinking maybe it's like a Boo situation from Monsters Inc. where it was actually a little girl and they didn't have her like in the booth. They like were just like following her around and
Yeah.
getting recordings. of
Yeah,
her
honestly.
saying stuff. So I mean, this
I
would be
didn't
on a
see
much
anything
smaller
about
scale.
that, but I would believe it.
Yeah, me too.
Kitty.
Well, the sea begins opening leading baby Moana down a path of seashells and even styles her hair for her. That's pretty chill ocean water, if you ask
Makes
me.
me so like it literally. I know it's a cartoon. It makes me nervous when she's by the ocean.
Yeah,
It's like,
just
Aw.
being by the
you
water.
shouldn't
in
be there.
general.
Dad
It's
Town.
dangerous.
Dad Town. Father
Dad
Town.
Town's back. Father Town.
The ocean then delivers the heart of Tafiti directly to her, but her dumbass drops that shit. This is why kids suck. Sorry, small town.
Damn.
No, I wouldn't trust my kids to return the heart of anything.
Not even, I mean, she just, all it was picking up a tiny rock.
Yeah, but she's supposed to return it.
She
But yeah,
dropped-
but to keep
like,
it,
I
the
wouldn't
hold
thing
on
trust
she
to it.
all she did was
I wouldn't
drop it.
trust my kids to take the heart of an artichoke to the trash can.
All right. You got me there.
Well, Chief Tui begins singing a song about his daughter, which everyone in the village joins in on. Fucking bullshit special treatment. A big emphasis of this song is that no one leaves the island.
Damn.
Shit, do you think Moana's gonna leave the island or what, guys? Moana eats some of Pua's siblings right in front of him. Poor Pua. Also, one of the villagers wants to eat Hey Hey, and hey, I don't blame him, because fuck Hey Hey. Moana instructs the villagers to plant new trees since the coconuts are rotting, and I'm sure they could have figured that out on their own.
Hey just caught the nastiest stray for no reason.
Yeah.
Why did
No,
you
for
do that?
for all reasons.
No, Hey the shit. I
Oh,
love him.
that's where we differ.
I-
Smalltown.
I wouldn't go as far as the shit, but
Yeah, that's
He's
crazy.
so funny.
but he is
No.
kind of funny.
Oh,
no, there were definitely
No.
some funny parts. Jordan was hating on him the whole time.
Yeah, and
the
I
mo-
got plenty of
Eats
fucking
the rock,
hate for
throws
him.
the rock up, and then pecks the rock again. Like that shit made me laugh.
That
Have
was
you ever
funny.
been around chickens before?
That's
Like,
not as much as you have.
Exactly. They're really that dumb.
Yeah.
I know they basically have no fucking working brains.
No.
But he was cute, and every time he got thrown down into the boat, always made me laugh.
But I think it's sweet that you could still even with how brainless they are, you can still form bonds with a chicken.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
For the most part.
It's in a
they
different
still
way.
have souls.
But yeah, no, definitely. I don't
They
know
don't
if
have souls.
I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know if I'd go that far.
They have souls. Have you know that chickens, if one of the in the coop, if one of the chickens is hurt, they will peck the chicken to death to because it's weak and
Yeah, and they
just
eat
kill it.
their own eggs.
Oh,
The
exactly.
second you crack it open on
So
accident
what
or purpose,
the
they'll
fuck are we
devour
talking
it.
about? They have souls.
No, but I didn't.
Souls
say the
are different
part.
than
If
instincts.
if any animals have souls, it's dogs and maybe cats.
Cats do.
Maybe.
Ah,
Some cats
We
are
have
more
3.
soulless than others.
Maybe.
they have souls.
I think cats, in my opinion, and I've seen how abused dogs are, so don't get me wrong, I'm not detracting from that. But I think cats take abuse a lot harder in terms of acting out more violently. I think it's just different in that regard. So if a cat gets adopted after not having the best household, like our boy Flapjack, then they can tend to never trust again. I think dogs you can eventually coax out a little bit, I know they might still be pretty reserved and shy and sad.
Yeah.
But you can I think you can make a dog more easily
Trust.
recover and trust you than a cat.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any scientific proof behind that, but that's just
I feel like it also has to do with the younger it is whenever it starts the abuse or
Sure.
receiving or whatever.
Sure.
If it's all they know,
form an
then
impression on
yeah.
it. But also dogs literally evolved with human beings.
that's true.
True.
So it's just a little different with them.
From living with cats,
they-
they love us.
They for sure love you guys. Yeah, without a doubt.
They're
They-
more selfish than
they-
dogs.
Mhm.
That's the only reason that we have cats is because cats chose to come into fucking villages and shit and get
Right.
scraps. They didn't give a fuck. Because if they were bigger, they would kill us.
Oh yeah, no, I think about that
True.
because I look at their faces sometimes. I'm like, you look kind of like a fucking tiger.
I think
They're
that
a mini
house
tiger.
cats are the most efficient killers on the planet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They kill something
I believe
crazy.
it.
It's like
the way they
they
kill
kill
mice or
2
birds.
billion birds a year in the
Yeah.
United States or something like
Holy
that.
shit! Yeah, Todd looks. Anytime he sees birds out the back window, he's right there.
He
eyes
becomes a
locked on him.
fucking real animal.
No, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit, he wants to kill that bird.
Sometimes I'll lift him up to hold him closer
Cheech
to
is
the
the
bird.
same way. He sees the outside, his eyes change. The one time he grabbed a toy and grabbed it and he shook it and he started shaking and holding him he just thinks he killed that thing. And my cat's the biggest pussy in the world. Cheech is
No
the
way.
biggest. He's the
He's very
biggest
shy.
pussy
Yeah.
of all time. He's such a pussy.
I've barely got any Cheech pets in my
I bet
entire life.
he would come sit on your lap now.
Yeah? Oh,
I think he was having
Nice.
a hard time with dogs being in the house.
okay.
Because he was very loving when I first had him. Then I got
Aw.
dogs, and then he kind of became a little bit more like reserved and just like out of the way.
And now
And
it's
then
just
when
him
the dogs
again.
are gone, he is fucking like, it's obnoxious, dude.
Right.
Because I get, like, I've had allergies, and when I have allergies, like, my allergy to cats becomes a lot worse.
Mm.
And so, like, he wants to sit on my chest, and it's like, it takes 10 seconds. All of a sudden, my eyes itch, and like, I'm sneezing, and like,
That's
get the
man.
fuck off of me. Yeah. And I feel bad.
You just gotta
'cause
start abusing allergy meds.
crushing
Tylenol.
motherfuckers, snorting them.
What were you saying, Kaylee? Sorry.
I said Tylenol.
Oh, Tyler, you're funny. Anyway, back to the film. Apparently, there's no fish in the lagoon, so Moana suggests going further, and the chief gets real sassy and shitty with her. He's a fucking asshole here.
Yeah.
We learn that he's super uptight because him and his homie went out in the ocean when they were younger, and his homie fucking died. R.I.P. homie.
Can I just say that I don't give a fuck? Like, that's sad. That sucks. I can see why you're reserved about it. But if there's no fish here in this part of the
Then
water,
we gotta do something.
let's fucking
Yeah.
move on to another part of the goddamn water.
Maybe a little far. You know, like it doesn't have to be a lot. We're not saying let's go on a cross fucking world
Oh,
journey.
No.
You're a bad chief. Like, what the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about?
And hey,
Not
hey,
my chief.
hey is too skinny. Like, you ain't getting no meat from him.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
Yeah,
you got limited
when,
options, bro.
When fucking Dwayne was like, "Oh, fatten you up, little guy," or whatever. Well, this part here triggers Moana to sing, and this song fucking slaps for real.
Mm-hmm.
Also, sidebar: I'm generally not the biggest fan of musicals, but I love them when doing the rundowns for the show because it gives me a little break for half a second. I can just watch and be like, "All right,
Yeah.
they're singing." No
I
typing
never
for
thought
Jordy.
about that.
No, it's nice. It's a nice little break. It's
Yeah.
my wrist be hurting. What do you guys think of fucking this song?
Loved it.
No, how far I'll go? Is that
Yeah.
how it's called? Yeah.
Every song in this movie was a banger.
Yep.
Oh, I agree. But this song in particular.
No, yeah,
is
yeah.
very
Literally, again, I go into fucking Dad Town a lot. But it, like, legitimately, it makes me think of my kids, and I hope that they have that mindset as they grow and
Right.
become adults. Like, I want them to have that, like, you know, scared to do it, but there's something good on the other side. So
Sure.
I'm going to power through and go do it. Like,
Yeah.
that shit is.
Courage and determination. Yeah, those are like, I mean, I talk about that in my report card, so I don't want to get too much into it now, but that's something I've really admired about the character of Moana.
Oh,
and
yeah.
how they depicted her. I thought they did a great job with that. Well, I guess her father's demands and his dead homie meant fucking nothing to Moana because she goes out in the ocean anyway and almost immediately runs into trouble as she loses Pua and this giant wave hits her hard. She gets trapped underwater and makes it back to shore. But more importantly, Pua is okay.
Yep.
Yay!
And in her defense, the ocean is calling her.
Yes,
So,
true. Good point.
Also, isn't Pua pig and I don't know if it's Hawaiian, Samoan, Maori.
Yeah, I think it is.
Pua is pig.
There's just straight up pig. Yeah, I think
Probably.
you're right. That sounds right. Grandma Tala saw this all go down. She's a real one. Ain't finna tell the chief what happened. Moana thinks it's time to put her stone on the mountain, and she's like, "All right, bet." Moana's mad confused and thinks Grandma's keeping something from her. So
Also, another thing, I'm sorry.
no, you're
the
fine.
That concept of a chief puts a stone on the mountain to raise the island higher, I think is so cool.
No, I was gonna say the same
Yeah.
thing.
That's
Yeah,
a super
I was hoping you were heading down that direction and not the opposite. Because I agree. I think that's
I
really
think it's
cool.
a very cool thing.
Yeah, I agree. I liked that. And then that's probably one of those things that's based off of something from reality.
I'm sure, yeah.
So Grandma asks Moana, "Do you really think our ancestors stayed within the reef?" And then she shows her this cave that's loaded with all these ancient boats. Moana sees one that really catches her huge, obnoxious Disney eyes before finding this drum that Grandma instructed her to bang. And she go, "Bang! Hit the block! Pitch and slang! Bang!" Oh,
Ooh.
bet. Another
I should've
song.
seen that coming.
We get a flashback of the ancestors out on the sea. Shit, they look just fine to me. I guess Chef Tui is just a bitch. Moana makes the connection that her ancestors were voyagers, but then wonders why they stopped. And Grandma Tala explains how it's all because of Maui's bitch ass taking the heart of Te Fiti.
Mm-hmm.
She reiterates how someday someone will find Maui and travel across the ocean to restore the heart of Te Fiti. And then she tells Moana how the ocean chose her. Moana thought that shit was a dream, and Grandma's like, nope. Yep. Nope.
What's also
Yeah, just nope.
And of course, with like tribal shit, they don't think like not reality sounds bad, but like the reality they live in is a lot different than like the more modern world where we have like real rationale with like scientific shit. Because you'd think we're on an island, so somebody fucking sailed here at some point.
Mhm.
Because it's only water
Good
around
point.
us.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just thought like within their religion that like the gods delivered them.
Put
to
them
this.
there. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Where like the reality they live in is a lot different than
Mhm.
what we do in like a technological modern.
Well,
society.
they're more about like their tradition than
Yeah.
anything scientific.
For sure.
So I mean, and part of that like is, or honestly, the whole part of that is kind of beautiful to me.
It is where you live in like a state of blissful ignorance
Yes.
a little bit.
Like
Or it's more simple.
It is. It is. I mean, because like it's fascinating to learn science, but these people have clearly been getting along just fine without
Mhm.
science, you know?
Mhm.
So, I mean,
Because it's more survival.
I think if I had to choose, I like the life of knowing history and science and
Medicine.
Yeah.
That's the most important one. Medicine and like
yeah,
doctors.
definitely medicine. Shit, Grandma Tala might have not died.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. But no, but at the same time, yeah, it is, you could definitely phrase it as blissful ignorance because you have no idea about the outside world or anything scientific. You may have your ideas, but also may not think that hard. I don't know. Or think that, I don't want to say think that hard. That's phrased horribly. Think that
In
deeply?
depth?
Yeah, in depth, yeah. But it's beautiful in the way of, like Kaylee said, the simplicity and community
Mhm.
and,
Everybody
sharing
has a
food.
role.
Everyone has a job. There's probably no currency. It's just trading.
Yeah.
Or
It's
just
just, I
helping
do
each
this,
other.
you
Maybe
do
no
this, we
trading.
all
You know?
benefit.
Yes, exactly. The food goes to everyone.
Mhm.
Type shit. No, that's. I mean, that would be a great life to live as well.
Yeah.
Moana spills the beans on their history, and Chief Tui is fucking pissed. He's just pissy pants the whole time.
Bro.
He goes to burn the boats because he's a stubborn bitch. That's the fucking second time I called him a bitch. Do you think he's gonna want to fight me? Shit. He tosses the heart of
I'd be worried
Tafiti
about
away. Yeah, I know he would kill me. And when she goes to retrieve it, Moana finds Grandma's cane. Poor Grandma is dying, man. Just like that. She tells Moana she must go since the ocean chose her. She tells her to go find Maui and grab him by the ear, and force him to come with her. She tells Moana that that there is nowhere she can go that she won't be with her. That's a really heartbreaking, but yeah,
And
beautiful
that's when I
line.
started crying.
Yeah, and I saw yes, I did see Kaylee crying. Moana heeds her grandma's orders, and I'm all for it because fuck Chef Tui. It's fuck Chef Tui. Fuck Chief Tui. It's fuck Chief Tui in this house. Chef Tui. Sorry, I wrote it as Chief. I'm just drunk. Moana sets sail and fucking sings some more as the ocean leads her along. And she discovers that motherfucking Hey is on board. And fucking damn it, why couldn't it be Pua instead? I'm fucking pissed.
Literally.
Hey almost drowns himself.
I think that's why he was in the second one.
Yeah. Yeah, you think so?
That's a prediction of mine.
Or just a way for capitalizing more on Pua merchandise.
I mean, they already made Pua merchandise
I
just for
know.
the little time we had with him.
That's true. I mean, they did the same with like Little Brother and Moana, but I imagine Pua merchandise probably sold a lot better.
Yeah. But like, he was on the boat. The
Yeah,
second one.
he almost not Pua, but Hey almost drowns himself multiple times because he's just a giant idiot. If I was in her shoes, I'd consider just letting him do it. But also low key, I'd like to have another living thing with me, so I'm not completely alone.
For real.
Still rather it be Pua though. A storm begins to rage on as Moana begs the ocean for help, but a wave ends up engulfing her and the ship. Thankfully, she washes ashore on a very small island. Sadly, Hey does too. I like when she said to the ocean, fish pee in you all day, so
It felt very real.
It did.
Like a young teenager, like, yeah. That's, yep.
Moana ends up putting two and two together that she's washed ashore where Maui is and starts hyping herself up, but before she can even confront him, Maui yanks up the boat she was hiding behind.
Mm-hmm.
He's super pumped about finding that boat, but then is shocked to see Moana. Then Maui gives Moana an autograph using Hey Hey, which I thought was funny. But Moana goes the fuck off on Maui. Maui tells her he retrieved the heart to give as a gift to the mortals so they can create life. That's the first, like, I think establishment that we get that he did it for the humans.
Yes.
Did they reference that in the opening?
I don't really think so. It was just kind of like he stole the heart.
Right. Then we get the banging ass You're Welcome number next, which has snuck its way into a few of my playlists because it's just a really fun song. It's a very conceited number, but it still slaps, so all is forgiven. I really liked the mix of hand-drawn animation in this number as well. Like when she was handing Moana things and it was like real hand-drawn. It was really fun.
That actually reminded me that the only hand-drawn part of this movie were Maui's tattoos.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So that part wasn't hand-drawn, it just looked hand-drawn?
Okay, I don't know about that part specifically, but when they were talking about like the main animation for the movie, the tattoos were hand-drawn.
When they were moving and shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Smalltown. I had the rest of that drink.
Yeah.
I was looking at how full it is.
Taking one drink of it.
I know.
Maybe.
He tried it, and that's it. I need to start buying you Busch Light again. Was that what drink you were drinking?
Stop making me a drink and just let me try one of yours.
Yeah, that's true.
And then if
Good
I like
point.
it, like we'll
Just
fucking
make
make
him
one up.
break.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Were you? What was that Topo Chico drink you were drinking when you came in?
Just seltzer water.
It was just a seltzer water. I didn't know if it was a seltzer or seltzer water. Okay. Is it good? Is it better than
It's
Liquid
all right.
Death?
Yes, that flavored Liquid Death is fucking gross.
Really?
Wasn't it cucumber or something like that?
It was lime.
Lime.
Which,
Okay.
like, I love a lime Perrier. Hoo-wee.
Yeah.
And they have lime Topo Chico too, but the ones in the store. So Zach told me he got lime Topo
Happy birthday,
Chico. Happy birthday, Zach. He got lime Topo Chico, and it was just lime. But in the store, you go to the gas station and get it. It's lime with a hint of mint, and it's fucking
Ooh.
disgusting.
What? No, because that's like a
Oof.
classic
Yeah.
limeade. Limeade has like a little bit of mint in it. Not so much nowadays, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's off. Something about it's gross.
oh damn. Well, maybe that one doesn't taste great. So I mean, I wouldn't know.
Because I got it before because I didn't see the hint of mint part.
Damn.
I took one drink and I was like, "Oh no, I'm okay."
Imagine
fully
getting
okay.
some of those hints of lime tortilla chips, and you don't see that it also says underneath a hint
Hint
of
of
mint.
mint.
Ew.
It's fucking nasty.
I don't know about that.
I used to just be able to eat a full bag of just hint of lime tortilla chips.
Oh, yeah.
Not even dipping them in any salsa or
For
anything.
sure.
Just munch on those. Those are fucking like, I can't imagine like munching on any other kind of, I guess Doritos are tortilla chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't think about that. But like plain tortilla chips, I would never. Just salted tortilla chips.
No.
You would? Smalltown?
I don't ever dip anything.
Oh yeah, I did know that about you actually. That's fucking insane.
Smalltown's anti-dip, and
You're
it bothers
missing
me
out on
so
dip.
bad.
Oh.
I dip everything in anything. In anything and everything.
Me too. The only kind of dip Smalltown's okay with is the kind he puts in his lip.
Fat chaw.
You're missing out
He
on
got
dip,
you.
Smalltown. You're making me want to dig into one of my sour cream dips after the show.
I'm not missing out. Because
Yeah,
here's
you
the thing: is there are some dips like like a homemade ranch dip,
Fuck
Mhm.
yeah.
banger.
Hell
French
yeah.
onion dip, banger.
Yes.
But then, like, other than that, like if I had
Cheese
a
dip?
bag of chips, sure, good.
Jalapeno popper
Do you
dip.
dip your pretzel or do you just eat a pretzel?
I just eat a pretzel. If I have hummus, I will use hummus.
I'm not talking about like rolled gold. I'm talking like Annie Ann's.
No, I typically
Or
just eat that.
Wetzel's.
No, I just eat that bitch straight
You
up.
just eat that bitch?
That's so
You're
crazy.
a monster.
Wow.
Anyway.
I'm not going to take away from the fucking perfection of the Auntie Anne's donut or Auntie Anne's pretzel.
It's Ann's donut.
Yo,
By
they need to
dipping
make
it.
donuts.
I'm going to taste the pretzel and how fucking good it is. That buttery, salty.
But the cheese dip
Love.
is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of cut you off when you were talking about dips, though. Were you heading somewhere else with that?
I was just going to say, like, if I had like a fucking bag of, if I have a fucking plate of chicken nuggets or something to dip, I might dip one just because, like, I'll take a little bit of flavor.
That is just
But then after
so
that, I'm like,
crazy.
no, I'm good.
Cannot
I just
fuck-
prefer it with what it is. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like
You're a
my
plain
favorite-
Jane.
My favorite cereal of all time is Life.
That's crazy.
What the
That's
fuck,
fucking
Smalltown?
insane. I mean, honestly, like Life cereal isn't bad, but to say it's your favorite?
Yeah, favorite.
Do you like any fruity cereal?
Fruity Pebbles.
Okay, cool. All right, we cool.
Do you like
like-
honeycombs?
Do you like regular Cheerios?
Yeah.
Damn. What about regular Rice Krispie treats, no sugar?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This
Dude, I'll
guy's
eat a bowl of
fucking grandpa.
cornflakes.
That's crazy. Not
I'm-
even Frosted Flakes?
I like Frosted Flakes, but I will
Frosted
eat
Flakes
just a straight up bowl of cornflakes. Dude, sometimes if I'm like hungry, I just want like a little thing to eat. I'll just grab a slice of bread and eat bread.
Damn, without the beer, you'd be rail thin like me.
You think so?
I'm just saying, based on your diet.
Yes.
No. Because I eat a fuck ton.
Did I say beard? Because I meant beer.
You
I
said
said
beer.
beer.
Okay, cool. For some
No.
reason, I was like, did I add a D?
I eat a shit ton. Like when it's like I'm sitting down for dinner, like I'm eating 2 plates without a doubt.
Okay.
I'm finishing all of my food without a doubt. And then
Yeah.
when
No,
I'm
that's never
done,
me.
I'll grab a fucking snack also. Like I can eat so fucking much.
I could throw down on some snacks, but food, like we went on a
We
run.
mostly throw down on snacks.
Yes.
I'm not into sweet stuff though. Like
Yeah.
I'm really
I don't eat a lot of sweets
I like
these days
savory
either,
shit.
honestly. Like
savory, salty, like that's my stuff.
I know you know me
Yeah.
as a big candy eater and dessert kind of guy, but that's I've kind of grown out of that over the. I don't want to say grown out of that because that makes it sound like people that are older that eat desserts are in the wrong. But
Mm.
I've just that's not my thing anymore. I don't crave sweet stuff. I crave savory, and I also like eating hot food a lot. Like I don't like just eating a bag of chips all the time. I like to like have something warm that I can heat up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just because it actually feels like I'm eating something, I guess.
Yeah. It's like a psychological thing.
Yeah, honestly, it probably is more than anything.
I felt that though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also partially because we don't eat very well.
No. God, no, we don't. We need to eat better. Well, we could eat worse. Your average American probably eats a lot worse than we do, to be
True.
honest.
True.
Uh,
My kryptonite is chips, though. Like, I know I eat an unhealthy amount of chips, but Joel Bass, shout out, he was just here. Y'all heard him.
yeah, you did.
Gave me some good advice of eat it now while you can.
True.
What does that mean?
Like, he will eat, like, just a couple handful of chips and get, like, really bad heartburn or whatever, indigestion or... But it's also like,
but the other thing
are you like that because you've eaten like that your entire life?
it's a habitual thing. If you get a bag of chips and you typically eat all of the chips in one sitting, which I do that,
Mhm.
that becomes like a habit thing. Where like
Yeah.
you were like, oh, I just have to eat till they're gone. Like
Right.
it just becomes like
Or
in
just
your
like, I
it's
don't
like
want to stop and I
imprinted
don't
on
need to
you.
stop.
Yes. So like practicing good eating habits is definitely a better form of advice from Joel Bass, if I had to say.
So true. Oh my God. But, and I do. Lately, I will not eat an entire bag in one sitting. I will always break it up into at least 3. And then we go from there. If it's like a full bag, longer usually. But like a can of Pringles, fuck out of here. I
yeah,
made my
I'll
last
fill
can
the whole
last 4
can of
days, and I was like, hey.
That's
not bad.
For lunch yesterday,
You ate a can of Pringles?
no, I ate a sandwich, a bowl of spaghetti, and a bowl of pumpkin dump cake with homemade whipped cream.
Oh, I love pumpkin dump cake.
Ooh, what the fuck?
Who made that shit?
My mom.
Hell yeah.
I ate all of those things in my hour lunch break, and then I went back to work.
That's crazy. I
And
would
I-
have wanted a nap.
I wanted to die.
Oh.
I literally wanted to die.
That's terrible.
That's so much.
Fucking Joel Bass, big green, throw down on.
You see, my mom,
He
I
makes a crazy good
Dump
pumpkin
cake.
dump cake.
I made all that shit. My mom goes, you don't have, because she was like showing me shit like, oh, we have this in here, got this in here. So I just like made a bowl of the 3 things I liked. And she's like, you don't have to eat all that right now. I'm like, no, I know.
Gonna.
I want to.
Yeah.
I'm going to hate myself after I do it, but I really want
It's
to.
gonna feel real.
It's going to be so good.
And I don't blame you at all.
We went on a run yesterday, and I thought that was gonna make me work up a big enough appetite to finish my plate for dinner last night because we had barbecue.
You just went on a run?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
It's
like
great.
we're
Hell
like
yeah.
starting
Felt
kind of
super
working
good.
out a little bit with our friend Keegan.
Walk.
Well, we did.
We ran
broke
for
it up.
5 minutes, walked for 1, ran for 5, walked for
And
2.
when we say run,
ran
we
for
weren't
5.
fucking.
No, you
We
weren't
were not
sprinting.
sprinting.
No.
But I
you're
was
gonna burn.
struggling.
You're gonna burn the same amount of calories walking, and it's less impact.
Yeah.
So there's less strain on your knees, your ankles, feet, stuff like that.
Okay.
And like you can do it longer too, because you're not wearing yourself out by running.
Oh,
True.
but dude, the fucking. I now know what like runner's high.
Yeah,
feels
he was like so happy.
I felt really good because I promised myself like during the running parts I wasn't gonna. I could slow down to at the very least a light jog.
Yeah.
But I still have to be
Uh-huh.
not walking no matter what.
No, that's really
and
good.
I didn't give up on myself, so that felt so good.
That's awesome. I'm glad for both of you guys.
I was very happy for the rest of the
And we're gonna start doing it every Monday. Just to start,
Yeah.
The core workouts we did last week, though, oh my god,
Fucked
my abs
me
hurt for a
up.
fucking week.
We started with 30 push-ups. I was not okay. My shoulders were
that was the
so
easiest
fucked
part
up.
for me.
I can't do push-ups.
But then when we're doing the fucking
You can do
planks,
30 push-ups straight.
that was part of the workout.
that was the first.
No, we did 3 sets of 10.
Okay.
Well, I just kind of basically did 30 straight because Keegan had started before us.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I was like trying to get it done as fast as possible.
But it was 3 sets of 10
Okay.
is what it was.
I was gonna say because you guys have never like worked out, right?
Mhm.
Like in the gym lifting weights.
I did 30 push-ups.
I did over COVID.
Not 30 straight.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now I'm not trying to I'm not a strong guy necessarily, but I am probably stronger than you.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And
there's no
I
problem.
did.
Smalltown, you are.
This sounds fucking rude.
He was trying to be
weird
polite,
say.
Jordan.
We had a push-up competition at my dad's a couple months ago because my little brother, when we were younger, he could do a ton of push-ups in a row, but he was like fucking itty-bitty compact with like short arms and he could just
Mhm.
fucking go forever.
Sure.
And so he would beat all of us in push-up contests. And like, so we were talking about that and they were like bragging on him and shit. I'm like, all right, well now he's fucking 23. I'm 28. I worked fucking manual labor for most of my adult life. Like I play sports. Like I'm at,
Mm-hmm.
why don't we have a fucking push-up contest now?
Hell yeah.
I want to see that.
And
He won again.
No, he did not win. He did 20 and I pushed out 21.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. Yeah, good for you.
Nothing better than that big brother spite.
It was just like, what? This whole fucking thing about him being this strong was always stronger than us. All this shit. It's like,
You proved that.
first
shit
of all,
wrong.
I was
Humble
fucking-
that motherfucker.
I'm 7 years older than him or 6 years older than him.
Uh-huh.
Fuck you. Like, there's never been a time where you were actually stronger than me. I mean, he
Right.
probably might be now because he's like a thicker dude.
Sure.
But like, come on, guys. I was fucking pressed, and I was like, he hit 20 and stopped, and I was fucking 21. I was like, I win. Don't you fucking ever come over here with
Damn.
that
Should have done
bullshit.
51 just to rub it in his face.
No
Dude.
fucking way. I was dying.
101.
I was sore for 10 days after I did those push-ups.
Yes. Like
I
my
have to
shoulders
start
have
working
only just now recovered because we started with that. We did other things and then we ended on a minute plank. I was like, oh,
That's
okay.
good shit.
It was
Yeah.
hard.
I felt great. I
Plank,
felt
like
so
extension
good.
Plank or like
Our forearms.
elbow,
Forearms.
yeah. That's still good. You're still.
I mean, that's
probably
more
gonna be-
core
I was gonna say you're more likely to keep your core engaged like
Exactly.
that than you are up.
because like
So, a
he
little-
like Keegan was on us about keeping our
Yeah.
back straight and our hips, like everything parallel, you know?
It's crazy.
I
I
was
love
shaking
working
by
out.
the
Like
end of
I
it.
It
love
feels good.
working out,
It
but
can
it's
hurt, but it feels good.
getting to the gym. That's always been like, because like if I start going to the gym, I will go to the gym every single fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is if I miss a day,
No, yeah.
I won't go back.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a big
it's-
problem for me too. Like over COVID, me and a friend were going to the gym constantly because we had nothing better to do, you
Yeah.
know? But now that I'm working a full-time job and I'm just constantly on my feet all the time and doing everything else around my apartment and everything, I just don't. We literally have a little hallway of a gym in our apartment complex, like office. And
It's like some ellipticals and treadmills and
Ugh.
weights.
yes. But like that's still a
That's
lot
all
better
you
than what a
need.
lot of people
You don't
have.
need. You can do fucking body weight exercises and
Yeah.
fucking.
Well,
be
that's what we just went over to
crazy.
Keegan's house and we're just in the living room on the floor doing different shit. And I was still like, damn, I'm sweating, I'm sore, but I
need
feel
to.
good.
I literally think about it every day how I need to work out because
Mhm.
like I'm getting to the point where like I'll be 29 in a couple months. Like I'm pushing 30. Like my body's it's just gonna start slowing down. It's
Yeah.
already slowing down.
100%.
I'm putting on weight that I never could put on ever. It's like I should
You
probably
can go
start
on a run with us.
forming
We're going on
this
Monday.
habit.
Monday sunset run.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
Boo.
No. I want to fucking. I run enough. Like I play softball and shit like that. Like
Fair. You're trying to pump.
I need to pump. Yeah, I need to
Pump
jacky
it.
Shit is what I need to do.
Big Papa Pump over here.
That's
All right. Well, when we start going to the gym, we'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know.
Well, speaking of Big Papa Pump, Maui traps Moana and goes to leave, but his tattoo's like, come on, man, that's fucked up. Maui also tries to fatten Heihei up so he can eat him, which I wish would have happened.
Damn.
Moana escapes and goes to jump on the boat, but she misses. Luckily, she gets the alley-oop from the ocean and ends up back on the boat so she can tell Maui off. Maui continuously tries to get rid of her, but that just ain't gonna happen.
No.
Maui even tries to toss the heart, and then when he realizes he can't get rid of it or Moana, he's like, well, shit, I guess I'm stuck with this. Maui says the heart doesn't create life. In fact, quite the opposite. He thinks it's all about death. Speaking of death, here come the Kakamora, and they want blood. Moana begs the ocean for help, and it's like, I can't do anything for you. Come on now. The Kakamora begin. Is it Kakamora? Kakamora, right?
What?
Kakamora?
Oh, Kakamora.
Kakamora.
Yeah.
The Kakamora begin luring them in so they can attack. Moana and Maui get close to fending them off, but they can't. And while they're fighting, Heihei's dumbass ends up swallowing the heart, so the Kakamora take Heihei. Stupid fucking chicken.
It kind of is smart, though, because it's inside of him.
Yeah, I guess it was
It's also
protected.
easier to grab a chicken than it is a
little
rock.
tiny. Yeah, good point.
True.
Yeah, I guess that worked out kind of for the
Especially
best if they were going to capture it.
one.
Moana fights the Kakamora on her own, like the boss bitch she is, and retrieves Heihei. She makes it back to the boat, and Maui causes the Kakamora ships to crash into each other so they can officially escape.
Mm-hmm.
Maui still ain't down for this journey, though, so Moana dangles Maui's ego right in front of him, which makes Maui start to think differently.
Amen.
He starts by... Yeah, true. That's so true.
Has to be the hero.
He starts by wanting his hook, so they're heading to Tamatoa to start because they think that's where the hook is at. They think that motherfucker has his hook.
Yep.
Maui,
and that's where Maui gets his power.
Correct. Maui tells her about the wayfinding and says she'll never be one. I love the slight breaking the fourth wall moment where Maui says, if you wear a dress and have an animal sidekick, you're a princess. That was funny.
I appreciated that.
Also realized we're 50 minutes in at this point. This shit was flying by.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah,
we're 50 minutes in.
Quick pace.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something going on.
Yes. It was a very,
but not too
every
much to be
scene was
like, oh my God, what?
consequential. Yeah. Like, there was no filler for real. Like, even the shit with Heihei, like, there was maybe very, very, very minor, like, comedic moments. With,
right.
You know, but overall, like, a lot of the times he was even involved.
They were so fast paced.
Something directly tied to the main
But it's all
plot.
strict. Like, it's not like she's fighting the Kakamora, he's doing this over here, she's doing this over there, they're going over here and doing this. Like, it's not fucking Midnight Madness where there's 1,000 things going on. It's one
it was
thing
kind of like
happening
a
that's
fluid,
exciting.
like
exactly something I bring up in my report card.
Yes.
The ocean pokes the blow darts in Maui's ass cheeks, so he's forced to teach Moana to wayfind since he's unable to. Also, Maui takes a piss in the ocean.
That's so rude.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I had a friend do that to me once in a lake, and I was unbelievably pissed.
I'm not even convinced that you'd be able to feel that it was warm.
Yeah,
there's so much water.
Maybe in that situation, but in my
in the lake, for sure.
Okay, I was gonna say Smalltown in a swimming pool, or
yeah, no, for sure. But like in the ocean, I feel like the water's also moving a ton. Like that's
a good
point. When you're literally traveling on a boat.
How many times have you guys pissed in water?
Nah, I can't.
Yeah,
I think I've maybe done it one time, but like it's like forcing myself to pee because like it feels wrong.
I have done it.
It's not even feels wrong. I've never I rarely have ever done it because I get scared of like things going up.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't now. I'm talking about as a kid, though.
Even as a kid, I'd be like, "Ew, gross."
Yeah,
I don't want
never
like
peed in the pool.
That's
chlorine,
never
lake water,
peed in the pool.
ocean,
That's
any of
fucking
it.
crazy.
No, yeah. Also, grown-ups traumatize me.
I'll own up to it. I did it a few times as a kid.
I mean, I'm not saying I've never done it.
As a kid, though. I'm not talking as a teenager.
Yeah.
I did it once when I was 24. Fucking
leave me alone, guys. It was only 7 times.
That float trip was 3 weeks ago, bro. Drop it.
There was one time we were at the public pool. It's closed down now, probably for the good. But the kid shit in the pool. They had to evacuate it.
No, that is so
I was in the pool and I was like, get out of the pool. I was like, oh no,
Oh, you were in the poop pool.
I was probably nowhere near it, but still, it was in there. Well, they speaking of water, they arrive on the island from the water where Tamatoa is located, while Maui presses Moana on why she was sent to find him. Moana explains how the ocean chose her for this mission. Maui says the ocean is dumb and makes fun of Moana. Boy, you gonna learn today, let me tell you. Moana doesn't let this get in her head, though, at this point. I like the part where he's like, if you start singing, I'm gonna throw up.
Which is fucked up.
It's like another, I feel like, subtle kind of breaking the fourth wall moment, you know? Maui opens an entrance up. Well, it's down, but he opens the entrance up and he jumps right in. But Moana is pretty hesitant. She works up the courage and she jumps in and away they go. Maui breaks Moana's fall when she bounces off of him onto some rocks. And Maui goes, well, she's dead. And yeah, that definitely should have killed her.
Yeah.
She fucking
or really
smacked
injured
that shit.
her.
Yeah, 100%. She was fine, though. Cartoon logic, I guess. At this point, Kaylee pointed out how this would have made for such a fire Game Boy game. And hell yeah, it would have. Like I talked about earlier. Like, holy shit, this would be such a fun Game Boy game. Just
game.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch would be awesome, too. But there's just something fucking special about Game Boy Advance.
You're not wrong.
Moana ends up finding the hook, proving Maui right that it was there. And Maui uses Moana as bait for Tamatoa and tells her to hype Tamatoa up and make him brag about himself because he loves doing that. Tamatoa, you end up finding out the hook is literally on his shell, like on his back. So he like rises up and he's disgusted by the sight of a human. Also tells her that he ate his grandma. Fuck this crab. Oh, and he's like, shit, I'm going to sing now. While Tamatoa gloats. That song's fun, dude. Yeah. It's all about him gloating and talking about like beautiful fucking treasure and jewelry and all that shit.
Which also gives Nigel from Rio.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good point. But yeah, no, this was a really fun number. Maui takes his chance as he retrieves his hook initially, but he's still kind of getting used to the powers of the hook again, and he turns himself into a bunch of animals by accident, including Sven for half a sec.
Yeah.
Kaylee pointed that out. Did you
notice
that Smalltown? That was cool. I love those little fucking Easter eggs, man. The second half of this song rocks like even more than the first half, as he's not only like shitting on Maui, but also like drops a little bit of lore, like a little sprinkle of lore in there too. So like the song isn't just like a fun number. Like the first half is just pure fun, I feel like, and then the second half, like it actually like
the lyrics matter.
Yeah, it's very consequential to the story.
Yes.
So I that's why I really liked the second half of that song a lot more.
And also, I mean, I talk about this a little bit in my report card, but like the how everything switched to like black light. It was like the neon and darkness and everything like that was really cool.
Yeah, this was probably up there between this or You're Welcome as like the most fun animated sequence of the film. Yeah. At least musical sequence. Moana distracts. I put Moana distracts Moana. Moana distracts Tamatoa.
Close.
With the heart and then begins to run. She drops it before retrieving the hook, but turns out the thing she dropped was a rock covered in algae, actually, as a diversion.
Oh, diversion.
This is a rock covered in bioluminescent algae.
Well, they end up being able to get the fuck up out of there with the heart.
And the hook.
Then Maui finally gives Moana some props because he sucked it up down there. And Moana ended up doing most of the work against a giant fucking crab. So it's hella impressive.
She got his ass.
Maui at this point isn't believing in his abilities to take on Taka, and he thinks they're doomed. He just has no control over his hook anymore, and he just ends up like completely giving up on himself. Moana questions Maui on his tattoos, and Maui explains how he basically like kind of earns them. Is that how he put it? And she like questions him about this one tattoo, but he doesn't want to explain it. And she says she wants to help, but she can't if Maui doesn't let her. So Maui then reveals he wasn't born a demigod and he had human parents. This fucking heartbreaking lore drop as Maui's parents didn't want him and they just discarded him.
Threw him into the sea.
Yep. That's so fucking fucked up.
That's awful.
Like it's so like they like brush past it very quickly, like they don't dwell on it. But it's one of those like things like if you really take it into account, that might be one of the most fucked up things in a Disney movie ever. Like we didn't see it obviously, but he has a tattoo of it, you know? And it gets mentioned. So like that's got to be one of the most fucked up pieces of lore about a
Honestly.
Disney character.
Prom
Ever.
night dumpster baby.
Good shit. That's a fucking great deep cut Family Guy reference. Well, he did get discarded by his parents, abandoned by his parents, but the gods ended up choosing him.
Mhm.
And so now he like did so much for humans, basically so he could like earn their love. Like they don't
Right.
like outright say that, but that's basically what it was. Like he just
Everything he
wanted
was
to-
doing was for the humans.
Yeah, because it was like he felt rejected,
Mhm.
and so he wanted to be welcomed because that's what he initially was, you know? So that's like fucking so
that's what you're
sad.
welcome also means.
Yep, exactly. No, 100%. And he thinks he literally thought he was a hero, you know?
Mhm. Or he was trying so hard to be.
Yes, exactly. He was trying so hard to be that he probably convinced himself,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Like
And
this,
just
that
took
made
it
him
a step
feel,
too far.
well, it just made him feel better, you know?
Yeah.
Moana tells Maui that it isn't the gods that make him Maui. He is. He's what makes Maui Maui. Is that a fucking entree at Hawaiian Bros?
Ooh, can I get the Maui Maui?
Oh my god.
Well, that combo and his tattoos give Maui the confidence to keep trying to harness the powers of the hook again. Also, Hey swallows him when he was a beetle, so Maui turns back into a human form. I wish when he did that Hey just exploded so we didn't have to fucking deal with him anymore. But we can't have everything we want in life. Maui's at
Goddamn.
full power, bitches. Let's go. Even the ocean fucking hates Hey, by the way. It ain't just me. Moana is coming into her own as a wayfinder, and then Maui says he's figured out why the ocean chose Moana, and he was actually really sweet about it. Like, this was a good moment. Aw, they getting close and shit. Aw.
Yeah. No, you can see Maui's walls start to break.
Yes, and he actually, like, fucks with Moana.
Yeah. Starting to respect her.
He respects her, he believes in her, he wants to do this with her, like, finish this journey with her.
Mm-hmm.
They're arriving at the island of Tafiti. Maui gets a head start in hawk form, but Taka swats his ass out the sky. Moana also like realizes like here, I think that the water hurts Taka as well.
Yeah.
Because they see,
Yes.
She
Because she
sees
like
her.
dips her hand into the water and it's like,
which like makes sense because she's just made out of
Yeah.
lava.
lava monster.
She goes to move in closer, but Maui is like, fuck that, and uses his hook against Taka, which sends them flying back. He was like telling her to go back, and she just refused to.
Yeah, she was like, no.
So he had
Literally
no
saying
choice.
no.
So Maui's like completely defeated when he sees that his hook has been severely damaged. Moana admits that she thinks she could make it and says she can fix the hook. This is like a part of like Moana almost believing in herself too much, you know?
Well, I don't think she was saying she could fix the hook.
Yeah, no, she wasn't saying she could fix the hook. She says she believes she could make it.
Mm-hmm.
Like she thought she could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's great to fucking have belief, but she almost like had overconfidence in that moment, you know?
Well, she was almost delusional.
Yes.
Because they're so fucking close. I mean, I get it. Like, you're right there.
No, with the hook, she was just saying, I'm sure like we
We'll
can get
figure
it
it
fixed.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't saying she could do it. Maui says it can only be fixed by the gods and shouts at her that without his hook, he's nothing. Maui starts getting real sassy with Maui. Wait, okay, no,
With
Moana
Moana.
starts getting, so that's the second time I did that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's because they both start with an M. Fuck.
They got you.
Well, Moana starts getting real sassy with Maui, but Maui's having none of it and tells her the ocean chose wrong. Fucking sick burn,
And dipped
dude.
out of there. Fuck you.
Damn, and we made so much progress, guys.
Yeah.
Maui's pussy ass is out that bitch, leaving Moana stranded all alone. Moana believes Maui's bullshit. She starts like buying into it now. She demands that the ocean choose someone else. So the ocean's like, well, all right then. I guess
hesitated
Moana
for a
just finna
minute.
die then. She's just gonna die in the ocean.
Yeah.
Psych! The ghost of grandma's here!
And this is where I started crying again.
Yeah, this was beautiful. Moana embraces her and she says she tried. Grandma tells her she should have never put so much on her shoulders and tells her if she's ready to go home, then she'll be with her. Moana hesitates, so Grandma is like, well, hey, how about a song? We get this really powerful reprise of sorts of How Far I'll Go. I think this one's actually like titled like I Am Moana.
but
Something like
it's,
that, yeah.
It's basically a reprise
Fucking
of How Far I'll Go.
Shout out Lin-Manuel. If it wasn't obvious before, he was a part of the songwriting.
Did
for
we not
this
already?
movie and
I
singing.
was thinking we had already mentioned him because I brought up Hamilton briefly earlier.
No, I don't think we did officially.
He was, yeah. Fuck, I thought I had part of that in my fucking rundown. I must have accidentally glazed over that.
Maybe. Well, this is like for me the first time that I was like, "That's Lin."
Yeah.
Like by himself, just belting right there.
Yeah.
Still like, "Away, away."
Oh, that was him specifically.
Mhm.
Okay, shit, I wouldn't have put two and two together.
I've watched Hamilton, so
Right.
I can recognize his voice.
I don't know if I will ever watch that shit.
I've seen it one single time, but I've also seen so many memes and other shit about it that
My friends were like too obsessed with it to the point where I was like, I don't
Same.
care if it's good. That
Same.
It pisses me off.
that was me for the longest time until COVID, of course.
I think you'd have to like put a gun to my head to make me watch Hamilton. You made eyes like that's a little too far.
Oh, this is just be crazy. Fucking watch this musical.
That's a big crazy thing. Put a gun to someone's head about.
Have you seen Hamilton?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I'd be shocked if
Yeah.
he did. So this is a moment where Moana reclaims her confidence and strength to finish the mission without Maui.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, you don't need no fucking man, Moana.
Ah.
He wasn't man enough for you anyway. Shout out Tony Braxton.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Moana takes on Taka head on, but this shit ain't gonna be easy. I mean, it's a human versus a volcano monster. Moana's far braver than I could ever be.
Yeah, she's crazy.
She almost loses the heart, but hey actually comes in handy for once as he saves it by accident, basically.
I mean, not really.
Yeah, basically.
He caught it.
Uh,
He brought it right
probably
back
wanted-
to her.
probably
He
wanted
didn't
to
swallow
eat.
it this time.
Fair enough. Yeah, good point. Moana finds Tafiti, but Taka is too much for her. Well, she thinks she finds Tafiti. She thinks she finds where Tafiti is at, right?
Yeah, I mean,
She gets to like
that's
the island
that's
part
the
of it.
island
Right.
of Tafiti.
Taka is too much for her, though. Maui returns to save the day here, and I guess Moana does need a man's help after all. Damn. Maui turns into a whale initially, so he can use Taka's weakness of water against it. He cuts Taka's arm off, but like, does it grow back or?
It takes a minute,
Yeah. But he does like cut it off in
but
the
she's
moment.
stunned.
Right,
temporarily.
exactly. Yes. And then he tells Moana to go get the heart to the spiral of Tafiti.
Mm-hmm.
As he realizes he gonna have to use his hook to take Taka out, and of course that destroys the hook. Moana discovers that Tafiti is gone, or so she thinks, as she then puts two and two together that Taka is Tafiti. Moana holds up the heart and tells Maui to let Taka come to her because she wants to sing her a song,
She doesn't.
guys.
She tells the ocean that,
Oh, the ocean?
and then the ocean parts.
Okay,
because
gotcha.
Moana is the new Moses.
Word. Well, she wants to sing her a song, so Moana delivers the heart back to Taka as she transforms back into Tafiti.
This scene was beautiful.
It was a really breathtaking moment.
in all
Good
the ways.
shit, yeah.
The animation was crazy.
Yeah, and the lack of dialogue too,
Mhm.
like really like let the moment hit. Yeah, this was really good shit. With the heart delivered back to Tafiti, the island flourishes with gorgeous greenery and flowers again, and Tafiti's basically like, mad respect, Moana, I hella appreciate it.
Yeah.
Maui apologizes to Tafiti, who rewards him with a new hook. Woo!
Yeah.
Tafiti's like,
Thanks.
all right, time for a fucking nap. You earned it, Tafiti.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Moana tells Maui he should come back with her because they could use a master wayfinder at the village, to which Maui responds, they already have one. Man, you're trying to make me cry or what?
Literally. I was
Maui and
crying.
Moana go their separate ways, and eventually Moana returns home where everything is flourishing again. Moana fucking told her bullheaded dad, eat shit, Chief Tui.
Damn.
Moana's reunited with her parents, Pua, in a super pumped up village. All is right in the village again, and they've decided to embrace their ancestors past as voyagers. And that's it, y'all. Also, no disrespect to Alessia. I think, I'm not sure 100% how Alessia, Kara, but her version of How Far I'll Go in the credits is not my favorite. I'm very sorry.
It was kind of
I think it was just
it was jarring.
I think it was just because the other one was so perfect, like musical wise, and that's
Yeah.
more of like a pop.
Definitely
Number.
a radio version.
Yeah.
Not my favorite. I won't say it's bad because that's subjective, but yeah, not my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That's Moana, ladies and gents. So with that, let's get into our report cards.
All right.
Ladies first,
Oh,
Kaylee.
shit.
We're going to start with story.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh, shit!
So I give the story an A. I felt like this was such a great adventure of somebody caring so much and actually having the courage to save her people and island, not accepting failure as an option, having so much love in her heart that she faced a lava monster head on because she realized the truth. She believed not only in herself but others and saw the good always. I felt like the movie was paced perfectly and it never felt like they crammed a bunch of shit into a scene to speed up the story. Which we kind of said earlier. And I didn't feel like anything was dragged out either. Like the whole thing was just perfect. The music was fantastic. I felt like there was just the right amount. Like there was not too many songs, but not just like two, you know? And I just really feel like this is a movie that deserved its hype. It was really good. It was well done. There was a lot of thought put into it. And the directors and producers did so much to make it respectful and accurate. You know,
Very well put. Lots of good points.
Yeah.
That I agree with and will probably echo.
Smalltown, what are you going for story?
I'm gonna give it an A as well.
Woo! First one in a while.
I like fuck yeah.
Smalltown's been waiting for an actually good movie.
Literally.
The like story of like a young, like I said earlier, like
A young whippersnapper.
a young whippersnapper, you know, being dad town. You know, like that's when I watch Moana, I always think about my daughters
Mm-hmm.
being brave like that someday, hopefully, and doing what they think is right and best for them at some
Right.
point, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
I love one of my favorite aspects of the movie itself is that it is a woman protagonist, a girl protagonist, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like it's not a forcible, it's not like, look, this girl can be a hero. Look, she can be a hero. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's very like authentic.
It's not intentional. It's more
No,
unintentional.
it's just she fucks up. She
Yeah.
like all these
It's
things.
not about her being a girl.
it's human.
It's about
It's
a
the human being who
Yes.
just pushes on and does the right thing to do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, and then between, you know, her grandma, like the storyline between those two, the relationship between those two,
arc.
yeah, is, you know, that's something that like I think everybody who has a fucking grandma in their life, like that's what grandmas do. Like
Mhm.
that's the shit that they preach to you.
Yes.
Is go do big things. Go dream big because
Mhm.
you know, that's just the parents are scared because you're their kid and they want you to be okay, but grandparents have lived long enough to go, no, fucking take that leap because you'll
Right.
be okay.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
And it was an original story, you know, it was a good story.
Yeah,
like,
because it was, I mean, based off of legend, kind of in a way.
Yeah.
But they created the whole
The story was original.
and
Yeah.
it's a 2-hour movie ish, right? Was it almost 2 hours or
Li-
just 2
li-
hours?
107
sub 2
minutes.
Yeah,
A little bit
just
less than
barely
2 hours.
under.
Sub 2 hours, yeah.
But at the same time, it's very concise. It's to the point. It gets you where you need to go in a fucking well-oiled manner. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Yeah, I think this is one of the best Disney movies ever.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working. I think I mentioned this on the air maybe last week, but I've been working on the closest thing I can get to an objective Disney animated
Yeah.
ranking, because there's no such thing as objective. So that's why I say as close as you can get, because I want to judge it based on pure quality and not
bias.
bias. Yes, and that's, I mean, it's still going to probably include some bias because some people's tastes are different than others, but still,
Mhm.
nonetheless, I would probably say after this second viewing of it for me, that this probably breaks top 10
Yeah.
all time. And I don't think I would beforehand have
I'm so
featured
glad you feel that way,
a s-
honestly.
Yeah, I don't think beforehand I would have featured a single modern age Disney movie in the top 10. Like when I say modern age, I mean probably like
2005 up.
Yeah, damn.
Because they're like pretty much all great movies. We did Chicken Little, and I was like, actually, like people shit on that, but it was a good movie, you know.
You shit on it.
I did. I just recently listened to a slightly older episode where I was like, oh yeah, well you like Chicken Little,
Yeah.
like as an insult. And now I'm like, I like Chicken Little.
But that's also like another reason why we do this show.
It is.
As adults, you really take these movies in a whole different light.
Oh, I got in a whole fucking Twitter beef over defending Buck Cluck, and I got fucking hella likes on that shit.
That's
The
too
dad?
funny.
Yeah. I defended not his actions, but people shit on him as like saying like he's the worst parent in Disney history, but I think there's so much more nuance to that. I think I talked about that on the episode.
nuanced. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like he's a single dad now, and this was, you know, I feel like it's getting a little bit better in some households, but you know, dads a lot of the times are more like, you know, not so big on the loving side.
No, I would definitely, and like there are
Manly.
there are clearly exceptions. Like your dad is a very loving
Yeah.
guy. He loves his kids a lot. But I would say that like, you know, my generation of fathers are probably the most loving, outwardly loving and emotionally open fathers
Yes,
that have been,
Mm,
you know.
right.
yeah.
But I feel like in the timetable that Chicken Little came out, if we're talking about 2005.
Yeah.
you know, that
Yeah,
had to be
they
a
were
little bit
still
different.
more hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
hmm
Uh,
And not sure how to handle like serious, tough situations.
Right. Yeah. And so like he's being thrown into single parenthood. He definitely like shows that he cares about his son. But a lot of people say like, oh, he was, you know, so embarrassed by him and everything. I think it's even deeper than that. I think he's embarrassed of himself.
Yeah.
And, like, he thinks
it's just
he's-
feeling helpless.
Well, he says that
He
at
thinks
one
he's
point,
done wrong.
right?
By,
Yeah.
He's
by
like
his son.
talking to his wife. You know, she's dead, but he's talking to her.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what am I gonna do?
Yes.
I'm not as good at this as you were, or
Mhm.
whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Like it literally almost like makes me want to cry. Like it's so deep. Like and then like people say like, oh, he just switches up at the end whenever he finds out his son was right. And it's like, I mean, yeah, because he realizes the whole time that you thought he was saying crazy shit.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
is he supposed to be like? I already made my fucking bed.
But then he like fully has Chicken Little's back, and it's really sweet and
Yes.
cute, and like he's finally like being the father he always wanted to be, and so yeah,
He
that's
just
my
like figured
piece.
it out.
Yes, exactly. I mean, he was still learning. Like he didn't like he was like being like almost overly supportive.
Yeah.
But still. Anything else you wanted to add about the story, Smalltown? All right. I also want to round out the A's here for story. I think this is a really strong adventure story. Never drags its feet, keeps the momentum rolling. Yeah, you could make the argument that some moments maybe could have used more breathing room or restructuring, like Maui abandoning Moana only to have a sudden change of heart maybe 5 minutes later. But I didn't find much of the story to be questionable. It's a larger-than-life story overall. It's built very well. Each key moment feels like a natural escalation. The main reason the story works so well to me is because it balances the epic and the personal really well.
Yeah.
Let's get into characters. Miss Foot?
So I give the characters an A-. And the only reason why I do that, okay, so I'll just read through what I fucking... So Moana's development throughout the story was done really well. Her curiosity, confidence, courage, and kind heart really gave a true Disney princess through and through. Maui was done really well. He was like a lovable asshole that was necessarily humbled and learned from a measly human in his eyes, you know, but he was like willing to accept like, okay, maybe I was wrong. Her parents were cool. There wasn't a whole lot from the mom.
Yeah. Because when you read her voice, I was like, I don't even remember her having any dialogue.
Yeah, like she sang,
Yeah, okay.
but I don't think she had any dialogue.
It's kind of like how they did fucking Nala, right? Or not Nala. That was Simba's girl.
Sarabi.
Sarabi. Thank you.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. But at the same time, you could still feel how much she loved and cared for Moana, and she trusted her too, you know, like when she was going to go, her mom let her and kind of encourage her in a way. Her grandma had me almost sobbing For me personally, she reminded me so much of my own grandma, and that just kind of really hit hard. And then Tamatoa, I felt like he was okay. I didn't love him. I felt like, yes, it was easy to like get him and kind of juke him, but at the same time, if it would have been much more complicated than that, it would have been too much. You know, like it kind of went well with the pacing of the story, but it did just feel
it's like their second obstacle. Like they ramped up the obstacles as they went.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it definitely went like got harder as they went. So like I can understand it. His song was definitely my least favorite out of the whole entire movie. Yeah.
Wow, I was actually surprised.
He was funny, but I was just like, eh.
I thought the song's really fun.
It was fun, but not my favorite.
Fair.
And then Taka/Tafiti had me in almost awe because you really could feel the pain and the love so much, even though they never spoke. And Hey was a chicken for sure.
He was a chicken. Small tizzle in the hizzle. What you got for characters on your report card?
I'm gonna give these characters an A. I thought all the characters served a very good. They served their purpose. They were all, like she said, like the Moana's growth throughout the movie is really good. I think Maui's growth throughout the movie is very good.
Mm-hmm.
The relationship with her grandma, like that, also reminds me of my grandma. You know, we were making jokes about the dad or whatever the fuck, but like again, like as a parent, you're scared,
right?
Like,
yeah,
my friend died out there. I don't want you going out there.
100%.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then like the mom, yeah, she didn't really she was just kind of there, you know, but like I can't be mad that she was there, but also like she wasn't there. I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I don't know.
And it makes sense, I guess, in a way, like kind of like the Lion King too, that she would take a back seat because he's the chief, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big kahuna.
Yeah, the head honcho.
I did the crab. I loved his song. Like I loved
fucking
him.
Awesome.
And then like she said, Taka and Tafiti were like
Majestic.
just were like beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and two different ways of being beautiful.
Yeah.
Like beautiful carnage and then beautiful, you know, just being beautiful.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Choose
I
some
also
thick
love-
drill.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would you give Tafiti the D?
Oh.
Fuck the side of a mountain.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I also
Gotta
love
carve a hole.
Tafiti. The way they say it in the movie, I love the way they say it. Tafiti.
I do also love the way they say it.
It reminds me of like when Rafiki says Simba.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. It's the same shit.
Good point. I was putting the real Midwestern on it. Tafiti.
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 That Tafiti.
Tafiti.
Two feeties? No, just two feeties.
Bro.
I give the characters a B+.
Whoa.
Moana is let me finish.
Yeah, sorry. It was my initial reaction.
Moana's a pretty powerful character and one of the top Disney princesses, in my opinion. She breaks the typical mold while still upholding qualities you'd want in a Disney princess and in a lead character in general. She's determined, striking, and strong-minded. She also believably doubts and questions herself, but her confidence comes out on top, which, like kind of Smalltown was getting into a little bit earlier. I think that makes for a tremendous role model for young children in general.
Mm-hmm.
Maui's a phenomenal character. The lore surrounding him is tragic and fascinating, and they don't overdo it. They give us just enough to understand why he is the way he is without explaining too much. I think that was really well handled. He also has natural development, and the bond between him and Moana grows with ease due to some darn good character choices, or creative choices, I should say. My bad. The more villainous characters along the way, Tamatoa and the Kakamora, I don't really count Taka because it's not. She's not villainous. She just lost her heart, but the Kakamora, you find out, aren't so as villainous as you thought in the second movie.
I was going to say that's a really big part of the
But here they were depicted as such, or
Yeah.
at least like to be assumed as such.
Right. But they were still cute.
They're also very funny.
Very funny.
They were
Yeah.
funny.
Funny, but like it's cool whenever you can have something like that that's funny, but also still believably like intimidating, you know?
Yeah.
Like maybe not intimidating is the right word for them, but like a believable
Cold.
challenge.
Well, she
Yeah.
says she's like, they're coconuts, and then there's 40 million of them.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a lot of coconut.
I was trying to look up the
Weapons
exact
and blow darts.
number for them, but there's no, like, as far as I could find, maybe if you went real deep, but there's no count on them.
I also
so
wanted to say
maybe I
that
should
these
count them.
microphones-
Yeah.
Well-
Oh, true. Holy shit.
Mayo?
That's,
no.
Just switch around the vowels.
Yeah, I was going to say, is
way.
that... Moana. No, it'd need an extra A.
Switch the
It'd be-
O's for A's
yeah.
and then reverse the A and the O.
Yeah. It's almost a... What do you call that? Whenever you...
Close word.
No, there's those, like, games you play whenever...
Wordle.
Yeah, you see how many... No, there's, like, a specific thing for it. You see how many, like, words you can make out of
The letters.
in a word. Or whenever you, like, mix up the fucking numbers, letters in a word, and it makes something else.
Antigram.
Anagram. Is
Anagram.
that what it's called? I feel like
That
you're right.
sounds right.
I feel like you're right.
Or
Let me look at-
anagram or something.
Anagram. I think is what it
Antigram.
is. Antigram. Yep. It's an
Oh.
anagram because, like, friend,
God.
fired, gainly,
Mhm.
laying, sadder, dreads.
Hatred, red hat.
Oh yeah.
Murder, red
Listen,
rum.
silent. Right.
I am fucking smart, dude.
You're so smart. We already knew that. That's
There
why
was
you're
a
here.
wrestler in TNA for a short time named Relic, and they would always go, "That's killer spelled backwards."
Okay.
But yeah, Tamatoa and the Kakamora, getting back to them, they aren't so much characters as they are merely obstacles. But I enjoyed that as they only added to the adventure. You know, like it's like moving up in boss battles.
Yeah.
I also really loved the way that they didn't have Tafiti speak, as she was more of a symbolic figure than anything.
Mm-hmm.
The Chief's motivations, like, as much shit as I gave him in the rundown, like, his motivations make sense, even if he is quite harsh. But overall, I do find him half-baked as a character. We don't get, like, a whole lot of him. He's just pissy. You know?
That's fair.
Like, we get, like, maybe a little bit in the montages of him teaching Moana, but overall, like, yeah, it just doesn't come across... We didn't get a whole lot with him. We also don't get to spend a whole lot of time with Grandma, but she's really fun and lovable in the
And
time we get her.
impactful.
And I do feel like she ended up feeling more like a plot device than a fully fleshed out character. I don't mean that as an insult, but just because I think she was more there to add to Moana's story than exist as her own character, if that makes sense. Still, I think the relationship between her and Moana is the most touching and relatable part of this film.
Mm-hmm.
The Chief and Grandma end up mostly, like I was kind of saying, adding to Moana's arc rather than having their own, which, like, I think that's just fine in regard to this specific film, because this film is all about Moana, you know, because even you could argue Maui is more so there to also just be a part of Moana's story.
Sure,
Like,
yeah.
you don't, this specific movie, along with a lot of other, like, Disney princess movies like this, is literally just about the princess.
Yeah.
Because you look at, like, a fucking shit ton of other Disney movies throughout history. Like, there's the lead character, obviously, but then there's, like, minor characters that have their own personal arcs.
Mm-hmm.
And here you don't really... Maui's the only one that has an arc besides her, because you could argue maybe Takar Tafiti, but really she was a part of the journey as well. So...
Fair point.
It's a small cast overall, which I really like, as we get so much focus on Moana and Maui as characters, and that allows them to greatly succeed. Also, as I'm sure y'all could tell by my rundown, I found Hey Hey to be pretty damn annoying. But fortunately, I will say, not overly grating to the point of dragging the film down. Like, I mean, I thought his moments were kind of kept to a minimum.
Yeah.
For the most part.
It was very fast-paced for him. Boat snack.
I wouldn't have been able to eat Hey Hey.
No.
I can't.
They-
I can't do the
There's
killing.
no meat on them bones.
I'm not even just saying that. I can't do the fucking killing. I would cry. If I snapped a chicken's neck, I would cry.
Yeah.
Let's get into music. Kaylee, what do you give the letter grade for music?
I give it an A. I would give it an A+, but the Tamatoa song just wasn't as much of a banger for me as all the other ones were. So it's like an A between an A+. So like a 94.
Okay.
Wait.
I think 94
No.
is the lowest.
So like
it
a
can go
96.
Okay.
Or 7.
Before it becomes an A minus, right?
'Cause, like, an
93
A
is A minus.
Is 95.
Is it 93 or
And
92?
98 and above, I think, is A+.
We didn't do
right?
music?
97 and
I
above.
think might be A plus.
So I
maybe
give
it
it
is-
96.
Maybe it is 92 and below is an A minus.
Yeah.
94 and below.
94 and
94
below is an A. A 94 is an A minus.
No, it
In
might
my
just
life,
be an
I think
A.
that's
Pretty
just a
sure.
straight up A. Well, you said you didn't have A pluses,
Yeah, that's true.
so we're talking from the
We didn't do
plus, A
music?
minus scale. We're doing music
That's
right
what I'm
now.
talking about.
Oh, I thought you were giving like your overall.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
we're going music right now.
I don't have much. I loved this soundtrack. Love it. Lin-Manuel got me again. How Far I'll Go, Maui's song You're Welcome are my two favorites for sure. Like by far. The one at the end, though it's short, got me so good.
Yeah.
Like I literally started crying again. So this movie is one of the few that have made me cry 3 times.
Hell yeah. Smalltown, what you giving music?
Peace up.
A-Town.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
Definitely an A. All the songs are really good. They all fit where they're supposed to fit.
Mhm.
None of them were too fucking. I don't even know a good word for it, but just like none of them made me fucking angry.
That's good.
Says a lot.
It's not because I mean, let's look back at Mary Poppins. Tuppence. Tuppence.
I'm just making up words. No, they were great, man. The one, like I said, the Where I'll Go, that was called?
How
Or
Far I'll
Far
Go.
How Far I'll Go. That song gets me. Just
Yeah.
'cause it makes me think of my little babies.
Oh.
You know. Yeah, dude, it's a fucking A. And I won't hear any
Fucking
different from anybody.
As he snacks on his Old Bay goldfish.
It's so good.
Fucking old A goldfish
what do you mean?
instead of bay.
Old A?
Because he's giving out A's.
Oh, okay.
It's not funny anymore. Next.
It took me a second. Well, to piggyback off that, I give the music an A.
Yeah. All
I think-
right. Well,
Every song here fucking rocks, and this is where I thought I wrote about the music. I wrote it here, or the guys that did the music. Opataya Fawai was one of them. Mark Mancina and Lin-Manuel Miranda. They were in their bag here.
in their bag. Slayed.
The music feels culturally resonant.
Away,
Each number adds to the film and it helps it progress, as any musical should, honestly. And there's a strong mix of fun jams as well as fierce and meaningful numbers.
away.
The standouts for me are You're Welcome and Shiny. I thought they were a ton of fun. And then How Far I'll Go, along with all the reprises for that.
Mhm.
Coming back to that number a few times and putting a fresh spin on it in the third reprise, I thought they really add to Moana's journey. Like,
Yes.
like recurring. Like
I
that
already
song.
know Colin is going to talk about that and he's going to like highlight how it just like almost gets more epic
Talking about,
throughout the movie.
who are you talking about?
Colin,
Colin looks back.
the retrospective guy,
Yeah, but I feel like he's doing the villains.
he is doing the villains.
Yeah, so I don't know if he'll talk
Damn,
about
I forgot
that.
about him doing the
If
villains.
that's a good point.
Okay, well, I feel like that is something he would point
He
out.
would point that out for sure.
Yeah.
Good point. But if you haven't looked at if you haven't heard of Colin Looks Back on YouTube,
Fire.
he's
Shout
been
out,
doing
10
this
out of 10.
villain retrospective for every single Disney movie for the past
In
like
order.
5 or 6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's been doing them in order, and he's I think in the 90s now. So we're getting like pretty close to caught up. I mean, it'll probably still be another year and a half before he's caught up. But
Yeah.
because he takes his time with like it takes a little bit. You got to be patient, but it's because he puts so much fucking effort
Mm-hmm.
into them. It's a really worthwhile. This is a good time to get into it because there's already so many entries in it. Like I've been watching it since the very beginning, so there's been times
So
where
we're
I've been
just
waiting
waiting.
months in between.
Yeah.
But it's a really fucking good series. If you're listening to this, you're probably a Disney fan, so I definitely suggest looking up Colin Looks Back on YouTube. But yeah, no, I also really enjoyed the numbers visually. They pop off the screen. They add this like larger than life. They just really add to the general larger than life
Yeah.
feel of this film.
In 3D. It's so good.
Yeah, I bet. That sounds awesome. I would love to see this in 3D. And finally, rounding out the report card before we get into our overall rating, let's go with animation. Kaylee, what you got?
Once again, an A. This movie was beautiful. The ocean, as per usual, I feel like Disney always be nailing the ocean scenes, but it was just stunning. And it was so cool to me how you could feel the personality of the ocean without it ever having a face or a voice. Like it had an attitude and it was just I don't know. I feel like you could just feel the personality and everything with it, and it just worked so well. The characters looked great, and the hair was on point. I feel like this was the in-between of Disney's Small Eyes and Big Eyes. Like, they weren't huge, which, I mean, I guess
They were
Frozen
pretty
came out
huge.
before it. I mean, yes, but like Maui's eyes were small,
That's
but
true.
still super, like their faces were super expressive, and like you could definitely feel the realness of their emotions and everything. Tafiti was absolutely gorgeous. Tamatoa looked amazing, especially when he was in his rave girl mode. That's what I put. Teka was awesome and intimidating as hell. The little coconut guys were also intimidating, but more so cute. The grandma and the stingrays hit me right in the heart the whole time. I really loved how they kept the tattoos on Grandma Stingray. I honestly have like no critiques. Like, just everything about it looks so good.
Smalltown, what are you going for animation?
I'm going to give it an A, and I'm going to just piggyback off what Kaylee said, because I will not describe it any better than that.
Oh my god, thanks.
I go all the way up to an A+.
Yeah.
This is visually stunning in every way, from the islands and the greenery to the water and the waves to the depictions of Tafiti and Taka as well as Tamatoa. This film fires on all cylinders visually, and the color scheme just pops. It was majestically crafted. As a longtime listeners, I'm sure know, I'm more of a classic hand-drawn animation guy,
Mm-hmm.
but they really nailed it here with the CG animation. The character designs for Moana and Maui in particular were perfect too,
Yeah.
as they are instantly recognizable characters. This is great work here.
And it suited them really well.
It did, yes. I was
It's
Big
funny
fan of
because
this
they were
movie.
actually trying to
for the
decide.
animation in this movie.
They were actually trying to decide whether or not they wanted to hand draw this movie or CGI it, and they just thought the CGI would work and like look
It
better
did.
overall.
It probably did.
With how fluid everything was
Right.
the majority of the time, yes.
I'd be down to see a hand-drawn version of this exact movie, though.
Facts. You
That'd
can
be
only find a
cool.
couple little clips, but
Really?
yeah, they
but
tried.
not colored in, right?
Probably not. No.
Yeah.
And lastly, let's get into our overall rating. Kaylee, kick us off.
I give this movie a 19 out of 20 times that Hey almost or should have died. Minimum. This is one of my favorites in the Disney Vault, and I think I definitely appreciate it more now that I've lost my grandma. I still feel her around me, kind of like Moana did, and Moana actually got to see her and everything, but that just like really hit me so hard in my heart. And also just Moana was so willing to lose everything if it meant saving her village and island, and her grandma never doubted her and gave her the confidence boost when she needed it, and she really got that shit done. Like, she was not about to give
Hell
up.
yeah.
I mean, she was about to give up, but then grandma helped, and then she was like, nah, I'll do this with or without Maui, you know, and I respect that. She
Damn, poor Smalltown got that hiccup.
I was obsessed with the soundtrack, and that has now been reignited. Like, when this movie first came out, I listened to the soundtrack so often, memorized all the words to all the songs. Jordan, I'm sure you noticed when we were watching this movie, I was singing along as
yeah.
quiet as I possibly
You were
could,
there.
singing along to the majority of these songs.
You would love the fucking sing along then. It's on
No,
Disney
probably
Plus.
not. No. Oh, okay, well, watching it at home and singing along, sure, but
They
in the
have
movie
it. I'm
theaters,
pretty sure because they did a lot of those movies.
no, they
as
played the
sing-alongs.
sing-along version in the movie
I'm
theaters.
sure they did.
Oh yeah.
But they also have that on Disney Plus, I'm fairly certain.
Mm-hmm. And then Dwayne, you know, it was definitely giving Dwayne vibes, but it didn't feel like Dwayne Johnson playing Dwayne Johnson.
No, I was able
Maui
to separate
definitely
them
had
from each
his
other.
own, traits and characteristics and behaviors and whatever that really made him feel like his own character. And I appreciated that.
Yeah, it was never once taken out of it, like being like, oh, it's The Rock.
No, yeah.
Character. Like,
Yeah.
it was, like,
And
fully
like, I
taken
think
out
that
of
goes
Maui.
back into how much care he was putting into his voice work and everything, you know? But overall, the story was just beautiful, and it felt like classic Disney, but not just another remake of the same story. John and Ron ate once again.
Hell yeah. Smalltown, I'm gonna go take a leak. So if you guys need to fucking stall after you're done, if I'm not back before you're done, go for that. Just want to throw that out there. But what do you give your overall rating for this movie?
I'm thinking probably like 98,000 out of 100,000 of those coconut boys.
Yeah, that's good.
This shit was a fucking banger. I mean, it's
Mhm.
just such a good movie. I don't give a fuck how old you are, where you watch it, how you watch it. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that that piece of shit Letterbox app has that motherfucker like a 3.5, whatever it is
Makes
the
you
most
mad.
insane. Like, I can't.
I fucking nitpick, dude. I nitpick movies like a motherfucker.
Mhm.
And this was not a nitpickable movie.
You're Nitpick Town.
Nitpick Town. No, I think it's a. I wouldn't say I'm somebody that puts a lot of weight in like movies, doing something for you in like your own life or whatever. But I think that this is for like young girls, this is a really good movie to watch.
Yeah,
I think that it instills things in you.
definitely.
And, and maybe if I wasn't a dad, maybe I wouldn't look at it like that. But that's literally every time I watch this movie, I just think about my kids, and I hope that someday they grow up to be strong and brave and fucking,
Mhm.
Even
And
though.
like still be able to, you know, go on and keep trying even after people tell you can or
Yeah.
after you fail the first time, and still have that like courage
And doing
or whatever
things for the
to
right
keep going.
reason, doing
Yes.
things not for a thank you, but doing
Or
things
personal gain or
for
whatever.
because you should type
Mhm.
of deal, Like, I mean, I can just reiterate everything I said in the categories before we just did, but like, it's just a good fucking movie, and I would not listen to anybody say elsewise about it. Period.
I agree.
Elsewise.
Elsa wise.
I give it 148 out of 150 Kakamora. While I had a few. Oh, is that what you did?
Yeah.
It's all
Damn
good.
it.
It's all good. I didn't call him that, though.
I
I
was
called him
pissed.
coconut things.
Okay.
And he also said what, 198,000?
I said 98,000 out of 100,000.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
didn't know how many there actually were, so I just fucking
Yeah.
capped it at 150.
Well, I had a few minor gripes, like very minor, that I presented. I think this film ends up being pretty damn close to a perfect adventure film.
Mhm.
Has everything you could possibly want from the genre, and it flies by too.
It really
which
does.
makes it for such an easy and enjoyable watch. They're never throwing 100 things at you at once, like Smalltown probably with like Midnight Madness earlier. But I mean, they somehow managed to take their time while also moving at a brisk pace, which is super impressive.
Yeah.
I was blown away the first time I watched this, and I've grown to love it even more upon this second viewing. Just a really damn great piece of work that everyone involved should be immensely proud of.
Fuck
Really
yeah.
good movie. Let's get into my favorite segment here on The Disness. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Pill of the Week. Hard K. I just did a choir alumni concert this past weekend, and we had a song where it was like, coming, I think the word was come, so it was like, come. And he just kept repeating it. And I was trying not to be super fucking immature because I'm 27 goddamn years old. Grow up, Jordan. Come. Kaylee, who you got for Pimp?
I think I have to go with Grandma Tala. Like, 1, we don't have a lot of characters to work with
No.
here. 2, Hey was too stupid and like barely useful and helpful. Chief was kind of a, worrywart, hover, dad, whatever, helicopter parent thing that wouldn't ever have let her go on her own to do something like that. Mom didn't even have any speaking lines. Maui and Moana were main characters. Who else would it be? Like, I think Grandma Tala, she set the seed in the very beginning. It was almost like she knew that Moana was the one that was like supposed to be this, and like from since she was born, like she was a baby and everything. And she pushed her when Moana was at her breaking point and was like, you got this, girl. Basically, you have to have faith in yourself, and I'm always here with you, and you just do whatever you think is right. And
Yeah.
like, that was just so good and so powerful and impactful. And I don't know, I felt like this story would not have been ended the way it did without her.
I think some listeners could possibly say, like, oh, Maui could count as a pimp. But, okay, so, like, we set the precedent, I feel like, with Bert. Like, Bert is the closest thing to a main character that we've given to a pimp. Because we've given it to Genie, we've given it to Sebastian, et cetera, Timon and
Sure,
Pumbaa, et cetera,
yeah.
et cetera. But those are all not the main character.
Right.
This
when you
movie,
got 5 characters.
This movie, even though Moana is the main character, Maui is like right up there with her in terms of development.
And he has a
Bert
lot
did
of
not get,
flaws.
like any development compared to Mary Poppins.
True.
He was a major part of that movie, but at the same time, he wasn't the focus ever. Maui was here in a lot of ways. It was definitely all about Moana, but Maui was also a major focus too. So, I think that disqualifies him.
And if it was based just on Maui, then
contention.
they wouldn't have made it. He would have given up.
Yeah.
He really just came back because Moana was about to die. He's like, ah, shit.
And I mean, I know this isn't the greatest comparison because one was a couple and one was a team, but like you couldn't give like Bernard or Bianca Pimp from the Rescuers.
Yep.
And because they're equals, you know, like you could argue Moana had a little bit more of the lead here. Obviously, the movie is named after her, you know?
Sure.
But at the same, like I said,
so is Mary Poppins.
Maui's right fucking up there with her in terms of development. So I think that disqualifies him.
Yeah, I would agree.
And that's, well, actually, I won't jump the gun. I'll let Smalltown go first.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is a pretty tough one because there is just like such a small cast, you know? Like, I think Grandma's probably arguably, we could say the best choice, but I think also arguably it's probably the most emotional choice, you know, because of just how powerful the relationship is between them.
But she's also really fucking cool too.
For sure. She's super
that
cool.
bitch.
Yeah,
she didn't give a fuck about being.
So I think that's
crazy.
a big part of like what makes, and that I'll just say like she was my pimp that I wrote down.
Really?
And I think that's a big quality we look for in our pimps. You know, someone who's just like effortlessly themselves, but not like there's effortlessly themselves and you're annoying, and then there's effortlessly yourself and you're lovable. That's what Grandma was.
Like because Maui was the one that I was really thinking of, because I knew Grandma would be the first choice, so I was trying to look at other things. And the thing with like, I hear what you're saying, you know, but the thing is about this movie is there's only literally
5 characters,
4, really, the dad, the grandma, Maui, and her.
If you really think about it, there's only 4 possible characters, 5 if you include Hey. There's literally only 5 possible characters you could pick from.
Yeah.
The chief is not it.
No.
Moana's the lead, so you can't.
But that's the other thing I was going to say is that she's another one that I was like, I mean, I know it sounds crazy because, I mean, I was here and we wrote the Declaration of Pimp-dependence.
Of Pimp-dependence.
Of Pimp-dependence.
Pimp-dependence.
Yeah.
Pimp-dependence. But like...
Pimp to Disness.
The only reason I would not actually put my foot down and say her, it doesn't matter, you know, you guys pick Grandma, you know, majority rules, but is because like I wouldn't say her because when it would come into like, you know, Pimp of the Year tournament, it's like, well, that's just not fair. You know, you have the main character versus side characters basically. But the only thing I was going to say is that she did it. You know, she had some help. She fucking did it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he didn't want to do it.
No,
Grandma
it
was
totally
even
a
like,
joke, by the way, in the rundown about how like, oh, I guess she did need a man after all.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Well, yeah, we get that. But like, that's a good point because even Grandma was like, if you don't think this is for you, if you want to go back home, I am right here with you. And it was Moana who chose, no, like this, it's calling me. This is what I'm supposed to do.
I feel like Grandma always said like these things to get, like she never put the thoughts in Moana's head.
No,
she,
because she
said
had
the
the
things
ultimate
to get Moana to get there, you know?
Yeah, she had the ultimate faith in
Yes.
her. She knew what she was going to choose at the end of the day.
Yes.
I'm 100% cool with Grandma, but that was she's been the first main character that I have been like, she might be the pimp of the movie.
She's definitely pimp worthy.
Just because, like, and there was times of doubt. There were times of she fucks up. There's time. Well, I know what I'm saying, but like,
she didn't let that end her story.
She did all of it.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of assistance on the sides.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's big pimping.
It was her. Like, she did that shit. You know?
No, I get that.
Maybe she'll be honorary pimp of the year.
Honorary pimp of the year? Honorary pimp of this movie.
Bitch of the year.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Oh, we have pimp. You have to have bitch too.
That's true.
Yeah, okay.
Good point.
But that's hey hey then.
No.
If we're using it as an insult, yes.
It's so funny your line where like dumb, ridiculous shit you love, and then like hey was just like something about him was just too much for you.
Name one
him completely.
fucking thing that's close
I
to that.
can't think of anything specifically, but I know for a fact there have been things where I'm like, well, that's the most annoying thing ever. And Jordan's like, it's so lovable and I love it. It's just not like it's like fuck him completely.
That's your
first one-
assignment
oh.
before the next episode
Is to figure out.
Yeah. Give me examples. Because I feel like any other time I've loved a subjectively annoying character, it's been because the movie like calls for that kind of vibe of a character. But here it's like silly, it has its comedic moments, but it's overall like very like serious adventure movie.
Yeah.
And then I feel like Hey Hey was just too fucking stupid
It was
for
perfect.
my liking. I
It
mean,
kept the comedic tones.
I don't disagrue with their addition of Hey Hey. I'm just not a big fan of Hey Hey. I get why Hey Hey would make someone laugh, and that's why I said like it wasn't excessive to the point where I fucking thought it
I feel like-
detracted from the movie.
They also used him though to break up the serious moments.
Yeah, sure,
which
but I
is
think they
something
could have
that's
done the exact
necessary
same
in
thing
a
with
Disney
Moana
movie.
and Maui banter,
I mean, yeah, but
or
like
having Puo
in a
along.
situation like when Maui just stole fucking Moana's boat and locked her in a cave to probably die.
Pooh is
And then-
too cute to be funny.
True.
Pua, yeah. And that's where I feel like maybe it would have. I gotta say, like I do vouch for the other perspective too. Of like, it's fun to break things up here after so many cute sidekicks to have like an annoying,
An
silly
ugly,
one.
dumb. Like
Because
this
when
guy
you
just
think
wants
about
to
like
die.
the history of Disney princess sidekicks, like a lot of them are cute first, maybe a little
Mhm.
mischievous,
Cute,
you know?
majestic, like yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you think of like a fucking
Abu, Flounder, fucking what's the horse's name in Hercules? Pegasus.
Pegasus.
That should not have been that.
And then in
Khan.
Pocahontas,
Percy
Not Percy.
and
the fucking raccoon,
Con.
Miko.
Miko and Khan.
Khan was majestic as fuck.
I
That was
feel
our
like
pimp of the year a couple
Hey
years
Hey.
ago.
Through an avalanche.
Yeah.
That was the driving force of him winning pimp of the year.
And Kaylee thought he was hot.
Kaylee thought he was hot. You already fucking know. But like Olaf and Hey Hey are those funny, dumb, haha, like
But also endearing. and
Endearing,
cute. Yeah,
yes.
well, Hey Hey's not cute to me, but arguably.
endearing at least.
Endearing, sure. I could see the perspective.
Even
Well-
how the ocean was tired of his shit. Like, come on.
The pimp of the week is Grandma Tala then.
Woo!
You
Shout
like
out
that voice
Grandma.
crack?
It's
It was
okay.
subtle. Yeah, Grandma, Pimp of the Week. Let's see if she can move on to the Pimp of the Year tournament,
Mm.
which by the time of this airing is actually coming up pretty soon,
It
y'all.
is soon. Woo,
So
woo, woo.
We're getting down to business here on the Disness.
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this year's Pimp of the Year tournament because I think we've talked about like this has been like our most like random mix of films over the past year.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is gonna be a real interesting Pimp of the Year tournament coming up.
Yeah.
We got some fucking
I
wild.
wonder if
cards.
it'll be easy.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I feel like no. I mean, at this point in time, I can't think of a clear standout favorite. So
Yeah.
look forward to that, ladies and gents. That'll be out towards the beginning of January. But that wraps up the Disness this week. Thanks for joining us once again.
Hope
Make
you guys
sure
had fun.
I hope you guys had fun too, our fellow Disnessmen, Disnesswomen, and Disness people. Our next episode, Smalltown. You ready?
No, probably not.
We are talking about Air Bud.
Yeah. Cute puppies.
And we will be joined by a guest host, Keegan Tyner.
Oh my God. Fuck yeah.
So if that's the guy that said MGK isn't a good rapper, then Smalltown will have a mid-show fucking
It's possible.
fist fight between the two of them.
It's possible it might have been him.
I think it might have been him.
I thought it was a Nate guy
It was
That's
either
what
him
we were-
or Nate.
Yeah.
or Cece.
Or Cece. It was
Potentially
between the three.
Cece.
because we've
But
hung
we're
out with
leaning more
all three
towards
of them
Nate or
multiple
Keegan.
times lately. I feel like it might have been Keegan. Because I
I'm
feel like I
leaning
was
more
talking about
towards
white
Nate.
rappers with him. Because Keegan was also saying he doesn't like the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, or he doesn't like AC/DC.
Well, that's different. Keegan doesn't like rock music that's about it being rock music. Like, wanna rock and roll.
I get that. That shit annoys the
Yeah.
fuck out of me.
So yeah, he hates Kiss. He hates AC/DC. A lot of those types of bands he just fucking hates. It really shows me whenever someone's like very adamantly against certain bands or certain types of music, how like broad my music taste truly
Mhm.
is.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's very, very, very small amounts of artists or bands that I won't listen to a single song of.
Yeah,
Like, I'm pretty fucking open-minded.
Jordan loves everything.
I do kind of love everything. I'm a very open, loving guy of just things.
Yeah.
But music specifically, like, I can appreciate. I guess it isn't just music. Like, it's everything about movies.
Music,
and
movies,
food,
sports,
yeah,
fashion,
almost every aspect of life.
animals.
That's one thing my Uncle Jeff always says
Humanity.
about me is, I love Jordy because he's just always smiling. He's just a happy
Aw.
guy.
You're just a lover.
I am a lover.
And I love that about you.
I do. I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. I have my times of being super depressed and defeated, but just in general, like, I am fortunate to be a pretty happy, optimistic guy for the
Mhm.
most part. Well, folks, let's see how happy and optimistic Smalltown is next week when we talk about Air Bud. Are you really not looking forward to that?
No.
It's a sports movie.
Come on.
It's-
It's cute.
it's-
Puppies and basketball.
It's not a sports movie.
It's as much of a sports movie as Gus was.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
dog movie.
But like, let's replace Harry
Hurricane?
Butt Kisser with Gus.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Gus is dead.
Yeah, Small Town's nodding his head.
You
Yeah.
got to get them field goals right.
It's the first time in a long time that we're going to have a guest here on the
Yeah, I know.
Disness.
I'm ready.
Is that the first time? I think this is the first time we've had a guest
Since the
when-
apartment.
Yeah, since the apartment burned down and we're
Yeah.
in a new place. So that'll be fun to have a guest back on.
Maybe we can use those couches that I spent an
Shit,
entire
yeah.
day
Small
building.
Town. Did you see the couches covered in blankets because we don't want the cat scratching them up?
Yeah.
Those are our podcast couches for when we
Right.
start a video show soon.
Yep.
Nice.
So I'm really excited for that. So be on the lookout for that, by the way. We will be starting a video show as well. So you have the option to watch or listen or both.
Mm.
If Keegan is the one that badmouthed MGK and I get here before him, he's not going to be a guest on the podcast.
Oh no.
He's
Yeah.
going to be in the hospital.
No. You just can't come in.
You're gonna open the door and be like,
This is
do
our
you like
apartment."
MPGK? Do you like Machine Gun Kelly? No. Slam the door in his face.
Small Town gives me my half of rent so that way Keegan doesn't have to. Honestly, dude, if you did that, I'd be like, sorry, Keegan.
That's so funny because we were talking about becoming roommates with Keegan. What would you do then?
It depends on how much shit he talked on MGK.
Mm. Fair.
You guys can
We'll
throw
find
me
out
out.
next week.
Y'all are going to have to hash it
No.
out then.
He can get beat up. It's okay.
Should we hash it out? Like, not physically, obviously. Should we hash it out, or do you not even want to know if he's the guy that said that?
No, I kind of want to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But will it ruin your mood for the night?
It depends on if he gets really shitty or not.
Okay.
Keegan's pretty understanding though.
if he
I feel like
becomes
he'd
a
give his
fucking
reason.
asshole about it, then
No.
I just probably won't be like friendly with him.
I feel like he'd be able
And
to
it's
see
not
where it
even
comes
necessarily
from.
about the MGK thing. It's just about
That'd be
being,
kind of funny.
so fucking dull-headed. Like, you don't have to like him, but you can see where he's at.
I think if you guys talk about it, that he's going to be able to see where your head's at.
And
Yes.
that's
at the
fine.
very least.
But it would
That's
also be
fine.
really funny if you guys were just beefing and going at each other's throats
They
the
just
entire
fucking hit each
episode.
other, like the National Treasure episode where Smalltown just was coming for Cece's neck. The whole
Yes.
time.
I love him
That's
so
so
much, and that's
good.
why I do that. And I really, truly don't know that he knows that. Like,
How
I
much
think
you
he
love
just,
him?
Like,
Yeah,
sees
he might.
fucking small town.
I'm gonna
spirit.
send
Like,
him
God,
this
he hates
exact
me.
excerpt of the podcast
Okay.
when it drops, so that way he can know.
That's what I feel like every time he sees me, he gets tense. He's like,
He's like, does this guy want to hurt me?
He's gonna make fun of me for 2 hours.
Well, folks, we'll see you next time as we're talking about Air Bud. But until then, I've been Jordan Bass.
I'm Kaylee.
I'm Smalltown.
And this has been The Disness. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for your business.